everybody! Welcome to the stream. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, everyone. We are goblins.
Woo!
It's very vampire-y, but we're goblins. But much better picture of what we look like on Twitter. But we are goblins. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Hello, hello, hello. I see the lovely Justy. IRL John. Yes, IRL John.
It's me. I am here.
We live near each other, so we can do this. We've flipped my camera around. Oh my goodness, hype train! Bree and John IRL. A John IRL.
It's a me.
It's a John. Thank you so much for the level 1 hype train, everybody.
It is very charming to me that everybody shows up to my streams over on my channel, but I do not exist until I appear on somebody else's stream. There's something no, that could just be a projection of John. He could just be a ghost, like one of the games that he writes all the time. But until that, I am in another space occupied by a person.
Yes.
This CGI is unreal.
We are looking a little green. Thank you very much, Ike. Hello, Mitch. Hello, Ike. Geek Outs, Justy, Barb, Littlest German, 7C Ursa, Blizzard Star. I also see a Shalaris and a Leon and a Scribbler and a Craft and a Gilly and an Amethyst. Whew! Everybody's here today. It's so great to see you. Welcome on in. There, I'm sure, are more. I have to scroll up. Oh, and X Riker is here as well. Hello, X Riker. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Odds and Ents and Amidio Cramity. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. How is your guys' Thursday going? Ours is going great. We are goblins. The reason we're didn't start crisply at 4:30 is because I had to do John's makeup.
Yeah, it was very important. I watched Bree do hers, and she was like, I am the test case so that I can make your makeup look great.
Yeah, it's like, I'm testing everything out on mine because I know that I can, like, redo and reapply, but I don't want to, like, mess with his face. But also, thank you guys so much for the hype train. Thank you to everybody who resubscribed. Thank you to everyone who gave bits. Craft and Danny, thank you so much for the bits. Little Streamer, thank you so much for the 15 months. Scribbler, thank you so much for the 16 months. Justy, thank you so much for the 24 months. Heck yeah, for a full 2 years. And X-Fiker, thank you so much for the 25 months. Have to go back to work soon. No worries. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, Leon, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. How was your stream? I saw you were working on drawing FCG and, woo. Woof. Hey, Eldercalf, hello. Welcome on in. Hello, hello, hello.
Orange.
And Orange.
Hi.
I have a skull full of mush. Product descriptions are horrid. Yeah. Describing what you do and what it looks like and why you should get it is terrible.
Why?
Hey, Gemini. Hello.
Yesterday, after Bree and I finished like talking through the details of this stream in our meeting, I had to send some emails, and I was getting my publisher page for Indie Press Revolution set up, and I had to like send them a blurb about myself, and like again, that and product design are like their product descriptions, like the same vein. You're like, what? Who am I? Why should you buy my games? But I've never done a game in my life.
I've never once did a game. I don't know what games. Hey, Edgefit, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the 11 months. Almost a full year. Yes, please, go check out the tweet. We're very cute. We're very underlit by green lights, because that's what we're doing. But yeah, let's do a quick little, like, show you all what we look like, because Gobbin and Jonglin look very much like us, but in very specific outfits, and we did our best to recreate them today without being able to go shop. Well, honestly, we really could have gone shopping. We didn't.
We were actually we were out dress shopping on Tuesday, Bree. we could have gone costume.
I was gonna say we didn't have time to go shop. We went wedding shopping instead. Anyways, this is why we have a list and don't rely on our brain.
We didn't bring the list. That was on us. That was on us.
We just kind of went for it. But yeah. I'm in my signature yellow. I'm wearing. I can't. I'm so short.
Here, we can just.
Ah! I'm in my booty shorts. Look at me. I'm a jean booty short overalls. I am myself. myself, we don't have ears. That's harder to find. We will get ears eventually.
The terrible kerning on Queen on here is so gobbery.
This is very gobbery. The fact that Queen is in quotation marks, it's very Goblin of this overalls. Why is it in quotation marks? I don't know, but it is. Ta-da! That's me. Okay. Leggies!
Yeah, and then of course I have the opposite problem where I'm way too tall on the camera, but we have the signature John 1 look. So I have the lovely red shirt that matches the maroon beanie. We have of course the checked shirt that is festooned with every shiny thing that John 1 can find. And the trademark cuffed jeans.
Cuffed jeans. Important. We could have bought an outfit. We could have. I think we're pretty close, honestly. It's based off of our real, it is our real clothes, so cosplaying is really easy. However, we do need ears.
Yeah.
And my hair needs to be pink, but soon that'll happen.
Next, like co-op Goblin stream that we not like co-op Stardew, but like next IRL co-op Goblin stream we have, Bree will probably be pinkified.
Yes.
Which means like I will also see if I can find us some ears. If anyone has good leads on where to get some custom big floppy goblin ears, hit us up.
Ike did say headband with cardboard ears to it.
Ooh.
And we could do that. We could do that.
We could easily do that. That's a
we
thing
could maybe
we
do that now. But there's other things to do this stream, but don't you worry. In planning this stream, we did think of other possible Gobbin streams we could do, and an overcooked / other like chaotic cooperative game of us being goblins is in the works. It is something that we have thought of and will probably be a monthly goal that we will do eventually. But yes, pink hair is going to happen the day after the wedding. Probably not the day after because
sleepy.
I'll be sleepy, but the week after for sure. Once my family leaves town and I don't have to entertain them, then I will.
I will tag along so that I can document the entire process from brown to probably bleached, then to pink, to very pink.
To very pink. Hey Alistair, welcome on in. Bray missed your face. Also, hi John. I'll send you a link to the place I get my LARP ears. Please do, Alistair. Thank you very much. And also, thank you so much for the 16 months at the reception. Everyone clears the dance floor and people dye my hair pink.
We actually don't have to shop for a reception dress for you anymore because there's no point. Because like you're gonna have to like be in just like whatever, just like a t-shirt or something, so that we can like a painting t-shirt so that we can dye her. We all just take turns like bleaching a few strands of it.
The communal ritual of dyeing the bride's hair.
Yes, that old chestnut.
That old chestnut. But yes, thank you for being here, everybody. Let's get into like what the fuck we're doing today. So, as you've seen, in possibly the redeems, because Danny already did some redeems, we have a redeem a comic panel, for 1,000, channel points / fairy dust, and we also have redeem a Gobbin tarot reading, which basically means in this one, we're not gonna use the guidebook. We're just gonna do whatever pops into our head first, and we'll completely use our id to give you your tarot reading. So that's up to you if you want that.
Id only tarot readings from the goblins.
Id only tarot readings from the goblins. Not using foresight or the guidebook or anything. Not at all. And then also comic panels. We have talked so much about making comic versions or like silly little like comic strips of the goblins. So we thought we have no plan for story, but you guys always come up with such amazing plots and stories that communally I think we can create a very silly comic together. And we will it doesn't have to like make sense. It can just be fucking wild, and it can just be Gabri and John Blinn doing stupid shit, and you guys can tell me to make panels of it, and I will make them while John Blinn gives you tarot readings, and we just be chaotic today, because that's what we're gonna do. And that's all we've planned, and if other things happen, that's what's gonna happen. No brain, only list. Those are the things on our list, and hey, if you guys distract us, that's the spirit of the stream.
It truly is. It truly is. Also, every half hour, I think starting a little bit after the stream starts here, we are going to be giving away some very adorable John Blinn and Gobbin stickers. So hang around if you would like to enter giveaways. Matt is very kindly going to be running, Geek Outs in the chat is going to be running this through Nightbot today. So starting probably a little bit after 5 o'clock, since we started a little late today, we're going to be giving away a bundle of John Blinn and Gobbin stickers every 30 minutes.
Yes, we have the John Blinn and the Gobbin stickers. So if you would like to get these physical stickers in the mail, we're gonna be sending those out to you. We're gonna be doing 5 giveaways today, and each winner will get both stickers. So make sure to do that. As my thank you for getting me to 900 followers. I am very, very excited. We're only 100 away from 1K. We can do this, guys. I believe in us. The brigade grows.
Man, I am very excited. We are already well on our way to 1,000.
Yes, we're at 909. Beautiful, beautiful number. Hey, all right. Giveaway soon.
Yes.
Stickers.
All right.
Steamkers.
All right, we have 2 comic panels already and a Gobbin tarot. 3 comic panels already.
Oh my god! We've got 3 comic panels and 3 Gobbin tarot.
No, we have so much more than 3 comic panels at this moment.
Okay,
All
right, let's do this. Let's start the stream. Well, how are you guys doing? Tell me all about your day and what you guys have been up to. Or you guys can just start filling the chat with Goblin lore, and we can just do that instead. I don't know. No plan. Let's go.
No thoughts.
No thoughts, head empty. Let's get those filters in OBS. I'm just a trench coat filled with 20 pigeons. Oh my god.
I'm a trench coat filled with several goblins.
And thank you for the congrats on the 900 gobos. My lovely gobos. My lovely fays. Thank you very much for the being 900 of you. Shalaris, you did an entire store relaunch? Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Oh, yeah.
That's very, very awesome. And yay, I'm glad your stream went well, Leon. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you very much for the raid. If you would like to share your art, you are more than welcome to. It's going to be kind of a chaotic stream today, but if you are going to be sticking around, I'd love to share your art. And also, everyone, please go follow Leon. Leon raided us earlier, and Leon is an absolutely amazing artist and has been drawing a lot of really cool Critical Role art. So if you've been liking the new campaign, you should go and check out Leon's awesome stuff. I love these overalls. Cute AF. Thank you. They are technically the Pride overalls from Target. They were $9 on sale.
We walked past them, and I was like, "You're getting those, right?" And we was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, they're $9. I have to.
They're $9, and they say "Queen" in badly kerned quotation marks for some reason.
Why? Who knows?
Who knows?
Okay, so our first comic panel comes. Well, okay, our first Gobbin tarot reading is for Danny. You'll notice that I didn't tell you guys to say where and what you want a reading of. It doesn't matter. You're gonna get a reading of something.
Hey, Bree, hold out your hand.
Okay. They all fell.
That's the one.
Okay. Danny, your card is... I still can't read Roman numerals. Something swords.
This is off to such a good goblin start already.
Something swords. John Blinn, take it away.
All right. So very clearly, I think this is a kind of deal where there's a lot of swords in your life, and for some reason you are also blindfolded. Now, it might be easier to find your way out of the swords if you take the blindfold off. So that's going to be hard with your arms tied like they are, but I don't know if you did that or not, or if somebody else did that. So I think, like, you know, if that was a you thing, maybe kind of like take off the blindfold and the chains, and then you can walk out of the swords. And that That will be good because then you will have lots of knife, and lots of knife is always good, right?
I love it's like, that could be a you thing.
I don't know. It could, like, maybe it's like a magic trick, but maybe, like, the magic trick has gone a little too hard. Like, the vibe of this says to me, like, hey, help, could somebody come unlock these? Hello? And so, like, you gotta start somewhere, right?
You gotta start somewhere.
I really hope you have the key to all of those chains hidden in there somewhere. And I really hope you don't have to pee.
I really hope you don't have to pee. So there you go, Danny. Make sure to take a blindfold off and walk out of the swords.
Yeah.
Whatever that may mean to you. Hey, Flower Crown Gaming, welcome on in. Welcome to the Goblin Shenanigans. We are doing Goblin comics and doing Goblin tarot readings. What does that mean? You'll find out.
I'm still feeling the who is our next tarot?
Our
reading
next
for?
one I think is Barb.
Yes.
If my scrolling through chat is correct, Barb Wire redeemed a Goblin tarot reading.
All right. Barb. Barb, I need you to choose between turkey and egg.
Alright.
I'm really going for the spirit of goblin.
In the true spirit of Gabri, I am making a list of all the comic panels you guys have already redeemed. And then I'll get started on drawing. Alistair! Oh my god, thank you!
Oh my god, thank you so much for the sub bomb.
Thank you! This is gonna be a stream where I cannot be caught up on chat, and I hope you guys understand. If you guys said something really funny or want to make sure I see something, you have my permission to repost it. It's okay. As long as you don't just spam it in a bunch, but like that's you guys know. I trust you. Try. Open. A huge bag of rice. This is gonna become a weird ass story, and I'm really excited. We've got Big Eyes, Sweets, and Chocolate so far. We've got Goblin discovering portal magic, and then we've got Goblins struggling life. A really heavy sword to lift a really heavy sword to open a huge bag of rice.
Adorable. I love it.
I love it. Thank you very much. All right. Egg.
I choose egg. All right. Which one of these says egg to you?
This one.
All right. Cool.
Ooh. You've got. I can count this high. 2 of Pentacles.
Excellent. The 2 of Pentacles.
Here you go.
All right. What this says to me is that inside you there are 2 orbs, and each of these orbs tells you to do something, and they are very pretty, and so you should probably listen to them. But only one of them, because if you listen to both of them, that would be bad, because then the other one will get angry and upset, and you don't want that. Like, you never want that, like, kind of like infighting inside the friend group, and so if there's some kind of like compromise that you can make between the desires of the 2 orbs within you that are swirly and full of pretty colors, then I think that is probably the thing that you should do. Choose like the one that you like, but like don't have favorites, but it's okay to have a favorite.
Gweed says 2 eggs.
Inside you there are 2 eggs.
There are 2 eggs.
Inside you there are 2 eggs.
2. Only
Exactly 2.
That's how many goblins get. They gotta be very choosy.
Gotta be very choosy. Also, this says to me that you should dress very snazzy, or that you do dress very snazzy. I'm not sure which. That's up
If
to
you do dress very snazzy, good job. If you don't, dress very snazzy.
Yeah, do it for you and all 20 of the butterflies in your coat. That are, I don't think it was butterflies. Was it pigeons? What's in the coat?
Pigeons. It was pigeons.
Okay, pigeons. All 20 of the pigeons in the coat deserve to look very nice.
I do like the idea of 20 butterflies in a coat, though. I know.
All of a sudden, that coat went from being full of pigeons to being very, very struggling very much to stay up to being able to stay up again.
Also, everyone make sure to do exclamation mark Gobbins in the chat for the first sticker giveaway. Get some cute little nom stickers. I have many left over because for some reason these weren't super popular at Convergence. Mainly probably because no one knew who they were, but you guys get them then. Now.
We did sell several to people. Like a couple people were like, "Oh, goblins," and then a couple people were like, "Is that Baby Yoda,
Yoda?
eating a? Is that Baby Yoda in a beanie eating a donut?" And we were just like,
Yes.
like I remember exchanging a look with you, and then we were both just like, "Yes,
Yes.
yes."
And
That's
they're like,
Baby.
I'll get it. And I was like, good.
Yes, it's Baby Yoda.
It's Baby Yoda. All right, the next one is for Gweed.
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 I also, Gilly and Alistair, I saw that you wanted to combine yours, and I have wrote that down here. I'm sure you can see it, but I'm letting you know, just in case you can't read my handwriting. Yes. Oh, of course I'm giving you guys both. What is John Blinn with? What is out without John Blinn without Gobri? They're
And
perfect.
What is Gobbri without John Blinn?
Yeah. You get the little space donut and the little music donut.
I did when I wrote the D&D. When I wrote them into D&D characters, I did write bonuses into their stat blocks for when they're in the get along jacket, and I did also write in their descriptions that they are rarely seen outside each other's company.
That's very cute.
Yeah.
That is so cute.
It's the last line of each of their descriptions. All right. Alistair, I need you to choose between math and rock.
Who? Queen?
Oh, sorry, Gweed. Gweed, I need you to choose between math and rock.
Gobbin Creation Story live reading time. You should all still read that Gobbin Creation lore. I've been meaning to get caught. There's so many channels in the Discord that I've been meaning to get caught up on. I like scroll through it. I'm like, oh, I need to read that. I will find like a set. It's like reading like a comic. It's like, okay, I've got to sit down and like find time to read it, and then my brain is like, ooh, something else, shiny. Yes, live reading on the internet. Hell yeah, I'm super down for that. We can totally do that.
Mm-hmm.
We can totally do that, Risa. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Oh wait. Gweed, what'd you say? Hey, Alistair77, welcome on in! Hello, hello, hello.
Rock. Okay. Which one of these says rock to you?
This one.
That one. Take from the bottom.
Okay. I took 3.
We read all 3.
Okay. We've got
Id only.
Ace of Pentacles. We've got Queen of Swords. We've got something.
The star.
The Star. Hey, Chrissy, welcome on in. Hello, hello, hello. Alistair77. Oh my gosh, so many people. And First Clone. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in.
Hello.
Gweed, you get 3 cards because I chose 3. There you are.
All right.
I will be
excellent.
lurking, but congrats
Thank
on
you.
900. Thank you very much for the lurk, and thank you very much for the congrats.
All
Thank
right.
you, thank you, thank you.
The Queen of Swords is very dramatic and also very dark, but it would be very difficult to read in that room. So I think what the Queen of Swords is suggesting, she looks so dramatic probably because there's not any lights on, and she would very much like to read her comics. So I think that what you should do is turn on the lights, and that will help you see where you are going and also be able to read things. So if you find yourself in the dark, turn the lights on. Don't be like the Queen of Swords.
Don't be like the Queen of Swords.
Understand
Turn
that
your
you look
lights on.
very, very dramatic and it's very cool, but also, you know, there's a limited use to the just like looking dramatic thing, and that at some point you do have to turn on the lights. Which brings me to the star, which theoretically you could see by, but actually most of the light here seems to be coming from the glowing water. So I think what this is really saying is that, you know, if you can't find lights to turn on, you should find a glowing puddle of water. And you can just fill a pitcher with that, and then not only will you be able to see, you will also be able to drink the water, and then you will glow from within, and anywhere you go, there will also be light. so you will never have to be without glowiness again. You can tell Jonlin has possessed John because the regular chill tarot voice is gone. Oh yeah, no, you get id only tarot today. There is no like gentle wisdom to be found here. Only the first thing that comes into my head. This is a fantastic improv game.
This is very good. I'm only just getting to the part of the chat where you did the first one, and everyone's like, that was the most accurate reading ever. And I'm dying. Blind Swords is my favorite garden game. Something Swords is my favorite card. Slaughtercrown Gaming says, it might be a kink though. Like, what if they want to be folded and chained?
You know, that's entirely possible, and I hadn't factored that into the reading. So if we pull that swords card later on, that will factor into my reading.
Thank you for the clips. Who needs keys when you have swords? Exactly.
Oh my god. Anyway, so if you find yourself in the dark, then find a pool of glowing water, something that you can carry with you wherever you go that will make light for you. And I think that's a good idea. Also, casual side boob.
Casual side boob. That's what we need.
That's what we need. And lastly, the Ace of Pentacles, which is that just kind of saying here that, you know, make sure that you hang on to all of the little shinies in your pocket, because they can fall out really easily, especially when you're running around and you have a lot of energy and you're, you know, like kind of doing the your usual goblin thing. Things can bounce out very easily, and it would be a shame if they were lost in a field of flowers forever, because like everybody knows that flowers do not appreciate shinies like goblins do. Nobody appreciates shinies like goblins do. So hold tight to your shinies. Hold on to them.
I just fixed the music, everybody. Sorry that I didn't see it before. If you need us to repeat anything, let us know. But yes, I've just fixed the music. I saw that was a thing a little bit earlier on, and I was like, oh, and now you guys were talking about it again, so I fixed it. There we go.
Oh, yes, we have another tarot reading. Good. Ursa. Titty good. Yes, titty good. This is exactly the kind of energy I needed this week. Thank you. You're very welcome. I'm glad that we could provide that good Gobbin energy for you.
And you're very, very welcome, guys. I apologize for not seeing it sooner.
Yeah, that second part wasn't a second panel. It was a real life suggestion for while you draw with John reading the story.
Well, I fixed it. I fixed it. Did John just make the light of Ellendale? Yes. And Gilly, your goblin reading is titty. Shinies and titty.
Yeah.
Make sure to have lights and titty. Good job.
That's what John Blinn sees in your
You also have to talk louder, John, just in general.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Just in case the music does, for some reason, get louder, you gotta talk louder. You hear how I'm projecting like I am in a theater? You gotta talk louder.
All right, I can do that.
They can hear me perfectly fine.
I'm closer to the microphone.
And you talk very quietly.
I know, I do have my own microphone settings set up such that like it sits this far away and I can talk about this loud, and it's...
No. I speak so much and so loudly.
You are very animated. You are very animate. You can stop that word right there.
Have a very good time mowing a lawn.
Scream, John.
Scream.
Ah! All right. This one is for Ursa.
Have a very good time mowing the lawn, Gilly. I hope you enjoyed your tarot reading.
I think John Blinn has exhausted the Articles of the Arcana deck for now. I think it is time for... No, wait, no.
I think there was other readings. There's Elder Caffrey did a reading.
Ooh, yes, good. Elder Caff.
Yeah. I'm honestly probably going to have to open up. I never have to do this, and I'm kind of excited. I'm gonna probably have to open up just pull out the requests queue. So that we can actually read it. There we go, and I can still be caught up on chat. This never happens.
I know.
Gobbin tarot reading. Okay.
Gobbin tarot reading. Okay, so we have
Elder Calf, Ursa, and Alistair.
Cool.
Elder Calf is next. Thank you very much, Elder Calf. Also, hello. Welcome on in. I know you were here earlier, but hello. Hope you're having a great day.
Elder Calf.
Complete.
I need you. Give me 2 options.
Fire and skulls.
All right, I need you to choose between fire and skulls.
Yes, Calf. Fire and skulls. Okay, I wrote that one down. 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 And that one. And that one. And that one. All right. Sasha casting fireball. That's the next one.
Somebody needs to redeem the inverted con goblins with Gobri hanging onto John Blynn's ankle.
This one was the left side running thing. Wait, and the next one. Heck yeah. I'm going for another panel, but this one is Bree on the left side. Wait, left side of a side running saying wait, and the next one, John Blow on the right side, screaming with a beanie on fire. Amazing. Yes, thank you.
Gobri running after John Blinn with the fucking watering pail from Stardew. Like,
yes!
Come back! Somebody gave me fire! I'm still, like, I'm thinking back now to the Create and Chaos game where, to the absolutely heartbroken John Blinn, when all of the other goblins took the sparklers.
It was so cute. It was so cute. Also, Midge, I saw your earlier message. If you are still here, that you are surrounded by cardboard boxes, and I hope moving is going well. Also, Amity, I also hope your moving is going well. I hope everyone who's doing things this month, it's going well. We're in it together. Alright, let's see if Calf said anything. Hey! Ooh, Calf says skulls.
Skulls, alright.
And hey, Anne, welcome on in. Hello. How is your day going? Welcome on in.
This one feels skulls to me.
All right, there you go. Choose from whichever part in the deck.
The wisdom has fallen into the skull.
Temperance. There we go.
All right. All right, Calf. So what I'm seeing here is that the artificial gravity has gotten kind of fucky. Like the artificial gravity. Oh, sorry. The artificial gravity has done a bit of a fucky wucky. Because your water is kind of like all in the wrong places and going the wrong ways. So you should probably work on that. I'm thinking that like probably gotta, get your feet on something. That's probably a good place to start. Like kind of like find your footing, and then there's a lot of eyes. There's a lot of eyes going on here, but like not on your face. So whatever kind of like other senses that you have to figure out what's going on right now with all of like the there's so much going on here. I just keep getting lost in the eyes. Whatever's going on, is sort of turn all of your various senses to it, but not the ones on your face. Right? Because that's, you don't need those. Turn all of your biblically accurate senses to whatever is going on in your life right now, and surely this will unravel things, and hopefully fix the way that the water is going, even though that is kind of cool. Yeah, I think that's what I got for you.
I will not use my face senses. Do not use your face senses.
I will not use my face senses.
Hey, thank you very much, Mom. Happy Gobbin Day.
These tarot readings give me so much life. I need you to know that every single one of them is a gift.
I can't stay for long. Just wanted to say hi before my own stuff. Thank you so much for saying hi, Anne. Welcome on in. And if you would like to request Gobri and John Blinn cosplaying as Power Rangers, all you gotta do is redeem. A comic panel, and you got it. You got it. Yes, there will be another giveaway in like 13 or so minutes. But Alistair77, congratulations on winning the first giveaway. I hope you're enjoying your lurk, and I will be messaging you after the stream to give you these adorable little goblins. All right, I think I have, oh, nope, there is one more comic panel that I have to write down, and then we can actually start drawing them, y'all. That's gonna be wild. This is gonna be the most chaotic comic that I've ever drawn. Gobbins! Hello, Rainy. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for subscribing for 21 months. And Mom, thank you so much for the 35 months. The Phoenix cosplay Gobbins. Also, I think the next tarot reading is for Ursa.
All right.
Yes. We've got one for Ursa, one for Alistair, First Clone Craft, and Blizzard Star. Thank you very much, Anne. The Phoenix cosplay Gobbins, Casty Gobri, and Tico Johnblin. Oh, that is so cute. I'm gonna die.
Is the theme of this comic that they're all getting ready for spooky season?
I
That's why all the costumes?
I mean, you know what? We can totally do that. I think, honestly, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna draw just a bunch of random comic panels, and then I'll just have a bunch of random comic panels, and we'll make whatever story comes, and we'll just, like, put them together in the weirdest goblin comic there's ever been.
We just make a zine out of it.
Yeah, we'll make it just a cute little zine.
We'll make it a cute little zine.
I'm gonna shush because work, but I wanted to say hi. Aw, hello, Rainy.
Do this one last. Final panel after everyone else's, before and after this. Should be all the goblins together in a room with a happy 900 followers banner. Oh.
You got it, Alistair. Thank you.
Okay.
I did. I saw the inverted con goblins. I did indeed do that. They are down here.
No! Rest!
Rest.
All right, Ursa. Ursa, I need you to choose between cup and stick. This is very important.
Dog chases stick, so stick.
Stick, okay. Pick a card.
Okay. Oh, I choose 3. I
You
chose 4.
You're really giving me a workout here, Gobri.
I'm sorry. The thing is, I'm trying not to, like, dictate, like, I'm not trying to be careful, so I keep choosing a bunch. Here you go. We've got something of cups. I don't know Roman numerals.
It's the 4.
4 of cups. Page of pentacles. The high priestess. And the 5 of cups?
The 5 of cups, yes.
Ah!
The V of cups.
The V of cups. There we go.
All right.
The cards have a lot to say. No, Bree's just bad at choosing.
So what the 5
Page of tentacles.
The page of the Tage of what? Hold on. So what I'm seeing here, beginning with the 5 of cups, is that you've probably spilled something, a lot of something, because there's a lot of cups at your feet and there's a lot of water on the ground, and that could be a moat. Maybe you filled the moat with the things from all of the cups. But like I think the thing that you really just kind of have to do here is, if you have spilled lots of stuff, then make sure that you clean it up too, or at least that you spilled it in a place that nobody is ever going to notice it. You can just throw a rug over it, and nobody will have to step in the wet. And if they do, then you can laugh because their socks are wet now, and then run away. As far as the High Priestess is going on here, like, the High Priestess has some pretty sick tattoos, so I think that's probably a sign that you yourself should either revel in your sick tats, or maybe, like, look into some new cool tats. And that's definitely not because John Blinn knows that you are thinking about a new tattoo. So yeah, Cool tattoos. Also, like, you know, there's some like trees and some other stuff going on here, like very kind of like out in nature, and so like, you know, just kind of bask in that whole like fishing weekend that you had a little while back.
I think that was last weekend.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little while ago. Look at the pictures. I don't know.
I don't know.
The Page of Pentacles is like kind of balancing here, you know, which I think is, you know, there's a lot of like rock stacking going on, and so like there's definitely some kind of like balancing thing that's implied by all of this, but also she's holding like very tightly to that like very big coin. So I think this is just kind of like a hang on to your shinies, you know? And if you find yourself standing on a bunch of precariously stacked rocks, keep your shinies very close to your center of gravity so that you don't tip over the big pile of rocks that you're on. Because the shinies are the most important thing, really. And you would hate to go tumbling off of the big pile of rocks and send the shinies flying everywhere. Also, the other goblins don't like being squished by rocks, apparently. And so yeah, I think that's what we've got here. And then lastly, the Four of Cups is a reminder that if you are out reading, unlike the Five of Cups, you can avoid spilling all of your stuff like that by simply lashing the cup to the tree. Because if we see here, they've kind of just like tied the cup to the tree. So if you are ever in need of a way to keep your drinkables from going everywhere, tie them to a tree or just kind of stuff them up in the branches, like that Coke bottle that we saw, just stuffed into a random pine tree the other day.
Yep, there was just a Coke bottle in a pine tree for some reason. The Arthur Gobbins don't like being crushed by rocks, apparently. Is definitely a lesson John Blinn learned the hard way.
The other goblins don't like being crushed by rocks, apparently. John Blinn had a lot of fun stacking rocks, and he didn't think about the fact that he had stacked all of the rocks near where the other goblins lived, and so then when one of the other goblins ran into a big pile of rocks and toppled it over, this was a problem. Goblister was not happy that day. Gobbin Tarot readings.
Right up there.
Thank you.
All right.
Be nice
Now
if
it's Alistair.
All right. Just gonna... All right. Good. They just keep coming.
His basket of berries was squished.
No.
John Blinn.
I didn't mean to.
I also cannot wait for the narrative this turns into, and I have no idea what the fuck is happening. Also, I know there's more comic panels to write. Danny.
Shh. Alistair, I need you to choose between cube and round.
Not the berries. How are we gonna make a pie now? I like the idea that our running goblin has more inherent mass than a pile of boulders.
You underestimate how hard, like how fast that goblin was going.
Whew. Being a being of chaos chooses triangle. Oh. He's making a little tower. He's making a little tower. It didn't work.
That one.
This stream is this stream is such a gift.
He only does. He never thinks.
All right. Alistair, your card is the nine of pentacles. The 9 of pentacles. I'm so hard. I choked. Holy fuck, John. I just, there's only one thing to do. All right. So, what I am seeing here is that, wow, the colors on this are very pretty. Like, I'm very into this. So, what I'm seeing here is that, there are a lot of very circular, like, pressed flowers in your future. Lots of things that are squished flat. Unlike maybe certain things that have been squished under other things. Matthew, hello.
Hey, goblins. Hello.
And so, if you take a sort of like the bird on her shoulder, if you take kind of like a bird's eye view of the situation, then squished flowers are pretty, and so maybe squished berries could be pretty too. The little smooshes can be turned into lots of fun patterns, even if they were supposed to be smooshed into something else. So I think what the 9 of Pentacles is telling you is that if you have smooshed things, then you should make the best of the things that have been smooshed.
Yeah. Oh, new giveaway. Type Gobri or type !Gobri in chat to get one of the sticker packs of these 2 cute little gobbins. Do it now. Okay, keep going.
So, John Lynn's intuition reads are scary. My mom asked me to help with her national park scrapbooking this weekend. We're pressing some of the flowers she took samples of over the summer.
Even when we're not trying, we're prophetic.
We're too good at this.
We're too good at this. Freaking witches. God damn it.
Matthew, I'm currently doing id-only Goblin Tarot readings with the Articles of the Arcana deck if you want to redeem one. So, while you're working. You're working, you're networking. Yeah, exactly.
You're networking.
You're networking.
I'm just doing sketches. Okay, I'll go back to writing. I'll go back to writing the prompts. Oh, sorry. It's on my screen, but
Wait. Oh.
You gotta scroll it all the way over. Because this uses the pen.
Right.
This uses the pen uses the thing, so you can't draw and click at the same time.
There you go.
Thank you. I know you were trying to be helpful, but it was very confusing. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Mr. Matthew Plays. Also, Alistair, thank you so much for all of the gift subs earlier. I was not able to read them all out, but I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you for the sub bomb.
Yeah, truly, Matthew. I am looking at the card, and then I am just going with whatever pops into my id. There's no guidebook involved. There's no like card, like only if there is any understanding of a random card, it's whatever happens to exist in my head when I start speaking, and then I kind of just black out for 30 to 60 seconds, and then at the end of that you have your reading.
Yep.
This one is for First Clone. First Clone, I need you to choose between tall and wide.
I am trade points for words and thoughts. Yes!
Trade points for words and thoughts.
Thank you very much for the trade points for words and thoughts. 2 goblins teaching a stray cat to read. Goddamn, Barb, that's adorable. Also, oh my god, Alistair, thank you so much for the 6 gifted subs. I can read them. Thank you so much for gifting us the Girl Wonder, Star Ranger, Cryptid Eats Games, Kid Vorpal, Noggin, and Sora Stormrider. Thank you so much.
Gobclone has no tall envy, so wide. Okay.
So wide. Friend.
Nope, that one.
Okay.
I was just gonna keep going until one fell.
My knee is not very wide to put cards on.
No, but
I could have like
the spread was very wide. Yeah, just
put one on my
along
leg.
your legs.
I wanted first place. Gobblester was prideful. I mean, thank you very much for getting yourself to first place. I truly appreciate it. Your pride helps me.
I need to talk to John and Bree privately about a project completely unrelated to tarot and goblins. As anyone buying? Yeah, no, Matthew, I'm fairly certain it has been bouncing around all of our 3 collective skulls about collaborating on a goblin tarot. We're meeting tomorrow, so I'll talk to you then.
Keep me informed.
We will.
Thank you. I like gobbins. I draw gobbins. Rah. Screen cracks and breaks.
All right, first clone. Your card is. Let me know if you have to go if you have to go soon at any point, Matthew, and I can make sure that I get you in because there's a couple in front of you. But first clone, your card is the Lovers. Mwah. So, based on what I'm seeing here, it would seem that in the middle of a romantic smooch session is a very bad time to tell your date that you had tuna salad for lunch. That's probably not a good thing to do, right? So, that could cause a certain amount of hurt or upset. As seems to be happening here, a certain degree of shock. So it's best to be forthright about whatever you've had for lunch, or bring some breath mints with you. Also, there's a lot of grabby hands going on here, and I'm not really sure what ghost grabby hands. So when you're choosing whatever romantic overlook that you're choosing for your evening out, make sure that you choose one that's not haunted.
Don't have your first date in the graveyard.
Don't have your first date in the graveyard unless you came prepared for ghosts.
If you're goth, though, maybe that will work for you.
Yeah, it's entirely possible that if you came prepared for the ghosts, that you would not so much have to worry about that. But these two did not come prepared for ghosts. So either go somewhere that's not haunted or be prepared for ghosts. The goth in me is offended.
I made an addendum, but is happy with this portrayal. The only reason I say this is because I know a real person that did that.
That did what?
That had their first date in a graveyard.
I mean, that's honestly a pretty rad thing to do, but I'm just id only here.
Yep.
If you're gonna do it in a graveyard, bring a prophetic.
Had his first date ever in a cemetery at dusk for a picnic. That's amazing.
Incredible.
I know a second person that has done this. That's great. If you're in our world, that sounds amazing. If you're in Gobbin world, there's real ghosts. And
there's real ghosts, and you should be worried.
And you should be worried. If you're gonna do it in a graveyard, bring a prophetic. Oh, but Bob, thank you for doing a comic panel. Ghosts just want their own breath mints.
Alright, I just have to see who's up next. Craft, you are up next.
Alright, Craft.
Alright, Craft and then Danny.
Craft and then Danny and then Matt and then Matt.
Mm-hmm.
2 Matts. One of them is Matt and one of them is Matthew. But common name in this community.
The ghosts are just seeing if you brought enough breath mints to share. Yeah, make sure that you bring enough breath mints to share if you have your first date in a graveyard. You bring snacks for the ghosties. All right, Craft, I need you to choose between rigged and pole.
I know which one you're gonna choose. Okay, making potion and big cauldron. Oh no! John Blinn is cauldron.
Gabri, I need you to tell me what's the first tarot card that comes to your head?
Wow, my head is really empty. I'm trying to choose ones we haven't chosen before. Hermit.
Hermit, okay. I'm gonna make sure that
My mind kept saying temperance, but that's because we literally just saw that one. And I was like, no, not that one.
Not
We
that
already
one.
did that one. Yeah, Alistair is also a very common name here as well. There is at least 3, and one of them's name is Lemon. Yes, you are one of a kind, Alistair. The name might be common, but you are one of a kind.
I did actually lay out 5 cards, and then when you said rigged, I just asked Bree to pick one.
Oh, thank you so much for gifting us up to Amethyst. Thank you very much, Matt. I appreciate it.
Roughly what the colors of the Hermit are. What's the Hierophant?
What's the first card that comes to your head? Wow, my head is surprisingly empty. Gobbery energy.
Wait, you're asking me to choose something that's not on the list? Wow, Kraft, wouldn't you know it? Your card is the Hermit.
I mean, I guess that is the perfect representation of what rigged is. I fully forgot that's what you're doing.
So I think the Hermit is dressed, dressed to impress. He's dressed very warmly. He's got like a nice waistcoat and a cool kind of trench coat thing going on here. But I think the most important things is that he's in a very dark, kind of not well lit place with nobody around. And so if you ever find yourself in such places, make sure that you've got a light, because it's important that you be able to see where you're going. Because if there's nobody else around, then it's kind of just up to you to see whatever is in front of you. And if you find yourself in a situation, for instance, where a series of decisions are in front of you that are really just a flimsy illusion of choice, then it's important to be able to carefully examine which one of them is in fact the rigged option, so that you can yell at the mods for it.
Flimsy illusion of choice.
I really just wanted an excuse to say the flimsy illusion of choice.
You got more bard. You got more bard on that one, right? Not so much goblin, but that's okay. That's okay.
Every so often, the redeeming a second reading to make sure it's not rigged.
Amazing. Amazing craft.
Danny, I need you. Next up is Danny, Blizzard Star.
Yes.
Please remember to convey Cauldron Jonblin as being stirred around by the big spoon. Obviously, you can't emanate the spin cycle of Jonathan sitting in the worm soup hot tub, but vibes.
Okay. With big spoon. I'm glad you guys can actually read what I'm writing. I appreciate it. Thank
I'm
you very
already
much.
almost out of points, so no. That's okay. We have a lot of comic panels.
We have a lot already. I will not get to them all today, but that's okay. I want to make a goblin comic just in general, and I'm farming. You guys are giving me ideas, and I'm just farming you for gold at this point. And we'll make something eventually. They will be. I will credit you all. If I can remember exactly who redeemed each, I will credit you all individually, but I can't. I will say, you'll know. I'll credit my Twitch chat, and then you'll know who you are.
But I have more thought. I wish I could donate some of my points to you, Danny. Also, Danny, I need you to choose between head and empty.
We need to make Gobbins the musical. There should be no rhyme, nor reason, no narrative, nor through line, just Gobbin panels.
Empty. All right.
Wait, Mocha has blessed the stream? Thank you, Mocha. Who blessed chat by means of shoving her butt in my face. Thank you, Mocha. There's only one left. Ooh. It is the X of Swords. 10, maybe? I don't know. X.
X, yes.
X of swords. Here we go.
Yes, the X is 10. I think the message is clear. Don't get stabbed.
Yes! Also, 1 minute left on the giveaway. Type ! Gobbri to get a pair of John Lennon Gobbri stickers.
Like, it really, like, that's a lot of different kinds of swords. Like, you really got a lot of makes and models here. Like, there's a lot of different kind of, you got the swoopy crossguard, and then a straight crossguard, and a crossguard that's kind of straight but kind of not, and then, like, a fun V one, and then a slash one, and then there's, like, the wild, like, C-shape, like, loopy one at the handle. So, like, really what I'm seeing here is, like, if you're going to make a lot of people angry at you, make sure that you have your escape on lock. Like, make sure that you know exactly where you can disappear to with your tiny little stubby goblin legs. Cause you know, stabbies are fun, but stabbies are not fun when you are on the receiving end of the stabbies. So I think really what the Ten of Swords has to say is try and make sure that you are not on the receiving end of the stabbies, and if you are on the receiving end of the stabbies, wear a cool cloak. It's like, what is she doing? Is she going to the bathroom? I saw you just standing behind me, and I was like, what is she doing back there? And then stab.
We have a sword, and I used it. We have 2 swords, but we have sword. Thank you, Pua, for holding that for me.
Pua has been holding the knife.
Pua's been holding the knife. I was gonna, like, maybe I should go for the big sword. No. I'll go for the dagger. Stabbies!
Stabbies.
Congratulations, Amethyst! Congratulations on your giveaway win. You get these 2 cute little non-stickers. A new giveaway will be happening very, very soon. Who gave her a dagger?
Who gave her a dagger? All right,
Me.
Matt, and then Matthew.
Thank you very much for the clip.
That was a very genuine scream, actually.
I know.
Like...
I really thought, like, I thought you could see me in the thing, and so I was just holding the knife. And then you stopped the reading, so I stabbed you, and you're like, oh my god! I'm like, amazing.
I could only see you just standing there. Like, I couldn't make out the knife. Like, our camera is, like, the size of like, 2 postage stamps, and I was like, what is she doing back there? Ah!
I'm being stabbed.
John Blinn has fire. Gobbri has knife.
That is true. That is canonical.
That is canonical. I did give Bree every knife that we found.
We had to use them as our backdrop.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of cherry blossoms, and then also knife.
And then also knife and big sword.
I have real knife, but we're not gonna bring real knife into here.
No.
We're safe. We also don't have any fire, but that's on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the not having fire was intentional.
While you were out playing farmer, I was being stabbied by the blade.
Matt, Geek Outs, I need you to choose between yellow and checkers. Your card is the Knight of Swords.
What is the one in my back?
The devil.
Oh! the devil in my overalls!
Just keep him around in there.
Yeah.
So many stabbies.
So many stabbies.
Alright. Matt, the Knight of Swords is very swooshy. And her horse is very pink. And so I think what this is telling you, you've started a war now, right? John is gonna get revenge. Oh, I'll figure something out. The devil's in my overalls, ma.
Marbles.
So, you know, the Knight of Swords is very swooshy, and her horse is very pink, and it's got a cute little hat, and she's got a cute little hat. And so I think that, like, what's most important here is that you find a very pink horse who is thrilled to carry you around to places. And if you can do that, if you can find a cute pink horse with a hat, then you will be able, like, then nothing can stop you. You will be able to go wherever you want to go. Gilly says, what it's saying is you need a cute little hat. And yeah, you do. You need a cute little hat. And if you and your horse both have a cute little hat, then there is no power in this world that can stop you. Preferably a pink one. Any thoughts, Gobbin?
Did you say anything about flying horses?
I forgot it had wings.
It does have wings. They got wings, so maybe your hat should fly or something. Maybe you get one of those like pinwheel hats, and it takes you to the sky. You got a cool hat, and you got to figure out how to fly. You gotta fly. And also maybe a sword. There is a sword there.
There is a sword.
Maybe a pink hat and a sword.
Maybe this is a
what you
way
need.
to escape the stabbies. Or to deliver stabbies.
To
from
deliver
above.
stabbies faster. I like that better.
Yeah.
You gotta deliver stabbies faster with your pink sword and hat. Or pink hat and sword. If you get a pink sword, that's even cooler.
Mm-hmm. Pink sword, flying horse, aerial stabbies.
Aerial stabbies.
The third act twist that the horse has wings was so fucking fun. All right, Matthew, it is your turn.
I'm ready for my fancy flight hat. You're gonna look so snazzy in your fancy flight hat. All right, Matthew, Mr. Matthew plays. This one's for you.
Would you just tuck these into your overalls real quick? Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Cool. I'm just gonna. Matthew, I need you to choose between Joey and John Blin. To be clear, your options were Joey and John Blin.
Yes.
Jonathan, obviously. All right, you can just keep hanging on to those.
Okay.
So first.
I know what that means. I got it. I get it now.
You're slowly figuring out my.
I get it now.
You're slowly figuring
Shout out to
out.
anyone else that understands. Dad, thank you so much for the 28 months. Welcome on in.
All right, Matthew, your first card comes from tucked just beneath Bree's Cintiq. It is the High Priestess. So I think, like, you know, the High Priestess is, like, outside on a walk in some very comfy clothing. And so, like, if you feel all cooped up and stuff, like, you know, crushed under a tablet or something, or your keyboard or your computer, because those things can be big and heavy, then, like, you know, go for a walk. Because that stuff's good. Like, fresh air is very good. And that's good stuff for you. Your second card comes stuck in a keyboard upside down, and it is the Seven of Wands. And I am going to interpret this card without putting it right side up. So, hell yeah, we got more of Trey's art here too. I think I am going to turn it right side up. This one, it seems like there's a lot of poles kind of coming at you. But given that this card was upside down, I think that, like, if there's a lot of things kind of coming at you all at once and you're, like, not sure what to do or, like, how to handle all of those things, I think what the Seven of Wands in this position is telling you is to do a barrel roll. Maybe do, like, a little flippy, and hopefully that will juke you out of the way of your problems. And if that doesn't work, then your third card from beneath the keyboard is the Knight of Cups. Roger that. Do a barrel roll. And the Knight of Cups, I think, especially coming on the heels of the like flippy barrel roll card, is like if you got to book it out of there on your trusty dual antlered steed here, make sure that you bring hydration. You know, the little goblin on the horse here looks very, very grateful that they brought along this kind of like little sparkling cup of water. And so like just as you will be grateful to make sure to bring along lots of things, lots of snackies and lots of sippies for whatever endeavor you embark on next. Be very prepared. Hydrate. And your final card from inside the coat of a traveling Jonblin is the Eight of Cups. I just keep pulling cards from places.
Just randomly everywhere.
You're gonna go on break and there are gonna be tarot cards everywhere
Everywhere.
in your office.
That's okay.
Is the Eight of Cups. And I think the Eight of Cups has features somebody again heading out on a journey, and they have drank most of their sippies except for one, which looks like it could be in a cup that was used for paint water. So don't drink your paint water.
If we've learned anything from Midge, don't drink your paint water.
I have several endeavors lined up. I will prepare accordingly. Yes, make sure that you have snackies and sippies. Make all of the appropriate preparations, and then when you have made the appropriate preparations, put your backpack on your back and walk into the sunset. But please make sure that you wear sunglasses and sunscreen, because you can get sunburned at sunset too. So yeah,
Lies.
that's my lies. It's true. It can happen to you. This is the wisdom that the tarot and Jonblin have for you, Matthew.
Also, Amity, I hope you like a more slightly finished version of Box Goblin Goblety.
I love them. You are really going to be just absolutely smashing at drawing Quake Gobbins by the end of this stream.
You're very welcome. I'm glad.
Thank you, John. I appreciate you using our wonderful articles deck. Yeah, I have several decks at my feet here, but the articles deck is the one that speaks to me, or was speaking to me, and has continued to speak to me. Like,
Oh, Gobbin readings are great. Thank you very much for the poll. Actually, I have made a good start and posted a 900 Gobbin celebration piece.
we gotta go look at
We
it.
gotta go look at it. Polls are coming. Gobbins. Why this poll? Yes. More meme polls when?
Hell yeah. Okay, hold on. Where's the?
Ooh, yes, you are planning a more deluxe version of the Articles deck next year.
Ooh, I love that.
It's probably in my gallery, right?
Yep.
It's right there. We're in my...
Oh, adorable!
Did you fit? I love... Yes! Stab! Amazing. All right.
Stab!
Here.
All right.
Do. Come on. Do. Da-da! Da-da! Da-da!
Nice pitch matching.
Thank you. 900 Gobbins! Thank you so much for getting me to 900 Gobbins, everybody! I like the pink swords in the back. I'm sure that is because that is something that I said. I love it. This is so good.
Ash do be shrimpin'.
Ash do be shrimpin'. Ash be shrimpin' and we have 900 Gobbins. Thank you very much, Edgefin. This is so cute.
Also, I do need to take off time to feed the children, and I also need to go buy a table for making purposes before the weekend. Thanks for the reading, and have a good evening. All right, see you later, Matthew. Bye.
Thanks for hanging out.
Mwah.
900 Gobbins. Well, we are close. Yes, Gobri Stabby Jonblin has fire. Amazing. I also love the background. That's very good.
Mm-hmm.
But we are also getting close to the middle part of our stream. I think we're gonna do these next two tarot readings, and then I think we're gonna read the Gobbin creation story that Ursa and Alistair Ursa did, and then Alistair added onto in the thing. So if y'all want to stick around for that, we're gonna do that before we go on break, and then we'll come back for more of the same, and some more giveaways. There'll still be giveaways over the break as well, probably based on timing. So, let Matt know. Let Geek Outs know, or pay attention to what Geek Outs is saying in chat. There we go. All right. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna do as much fast drawing as I possibly can.
Woo!
I need to dip at the break because I need to sleep. But congrats. No worries, Ultrafit. You gotta sleep. I completely understand. Thank you so much for doing the 900 Gobbins doodle. That is so cute. I love it very much. And you'll be here very soon to go and to hear the creation story. Now, my brain's gone. You do some more readings. Okay, Craft, it's you next.
Craft, I need you to choose between Floppy and Pointy.
You are the next one after Craft, Amethyst.
Yes, Amethyst, you are up next.
Gilly redeemed a hug Pua, so I will hug Pua and also the knife.
Yes.
It's weird over here because it's the back of a desk and a lot of cords. Okay. Okay. Go for it.
Floppy, all right. That would be pulled from the back of John Blynn's beanie. All right, Craft. There is this is the Four of Swords. Good pick. Good pick.
Good pick.
Good pick. All right, Craft. I think what the Four of Swords is saying here is that if you're going to take nappies, make sure that you do not take nappies where there are also stabbies. And if you do take nappies where there are also stabbies, then make sure that you have your own stabby with you to defend yourself from the other stabbies in your sleep. Because, you know, if you're sleeping under a whole lot of stabbies, then we all know that what can happen, right? You just sort of, if they fall on you. But if you have your own stabby to carry with you into your dreams, then you can fight off the stabbies as they fall on you. And I think that's the wisdom here, right? Exclamation John Blunt. Yeah, the next giveaway is up right now. So if you would like to enter a giveaway for some adorable goblin stickers, type exclamation John Blunt in the chat right now. You can win these right here, these adorable goblin stickers, nomming away at their little donuts. Seems reasonable, yeah. So really, I think the wisdom is always keep your stabby close. Keep your stabby close, but your stabby's closer.
Keep your stabby close, but your stabby's closer.
Here you go, Paul.
Thank you. Hey! I was going what day it was. Again, hello, Ellie! Welcome on in! Welcome to the Gobbin stream. Get those John Blyns in. Get those giveaways going, no matter where you are in the world. I can just send you a letter with some stickers in it. It's great. Yee! Also, thank you very much for the hug, Pua, Gilly.
Some lemonade here.
Yeah, go get some lemonade. It's just me. Aha! Hello. Shish Kapua. Shish Kapua. Stab. Stab, 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 stab. Stab. There we go. Who needs John Blinn? I've got Pua now. How are you doing, Ellie? How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. Welcome on in. Yes, exactly. It seems super reasonable. Seems super reasonable to bring a stabby so that you can defend yourself from the other stabbies.
Okay, Amethyst.
I don't know what I'm doing because I came late, but follow along I shall. We are doing comic, for those of you that are coming in and have no idea what's going on, this is a great time for me to reiterate what's happening. we are doing a comic. We're making little Gobbin comic panels. Where you guys give me prompts and I make a cute little like one panel doodle, and we will eventually mish and mash them into a little Gobbin zine with a very little plot. But it'll be very cute, and that's all that matters. And we're doing Goblin Tarot readings where we have no guidebook and don't know anything about what's going on. We're not doing it in any way other than just following our full first thoughts and our id. And there we go.
Speaking of which, Amethyst, I need you to choose between denim and beanie.
Did you stuck some in your beanie? In the back?
What?
Where's the beanie? Did you stick any in your beanie? There's some in here.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't. He shuffled the whole last one, Craft, without taking these out. So there you go.
Right.
Beanie.
Cool. Hold Pua. Please.
I will hold Pua.
Right.
Pua is gonna be right here.
All right. Here's the wisdom that the beanie has for you.
Oh, all right.
We have the Queen of Cups and the Four of Cups.
Ah. If I would have said it was the something of cups.
The something of cups. All right, so we have the Queen of Cups and the something of cups. Again, I think like the wisdom of the Four of Cups, the something of cups, is that like, you know, make sure that you have your drinks well secured and that you have many of them. So, you know, stay well hydrated, obviously, but also make sure that your hydration doesn't go like anywhere else. You know, and if you have a handy tree with a cute little ribbon to hang onto your drink for you, that's like the best kind of tree that you can sippy under. But I think that's your wisdom here. The Queen of Cups has like this very cool chalice thing, and also like a rad mecha wheelchair, and you know, she's kind of just like chilling in her little aquatic kingdom, in a very like comfy looking kind of like poofy hoodie like swoopy garment there. I know this is one that Bree drew here, but
I think it's supposed to be a cape, but it could be a hoodie. Hoodie underwater. Why
cape
not?
hoodie.
Cape hoodie.
Cape hoodie. But what about when I need to de-water? Simply, you know, you'll never have to de-water if you simply exist in a state of water.
If you're underneath water, you don't need to de-water.
Exactly. There is water everywhere. So I think, like, you know, give yourself a rad updo, and then just simply vibe. Cape hoodie, got it. Water equilibrium. Yeah. This is the wisdom that the cups have, or that the beanie has for you. Have many sippy. Have so many sippy that the world becomes sippy.
Beach day with Hootie. Now we're getting into Owl House.
We've dropped into Owl House land now. Did we ever leave? Sorry. I keep forgetting that.
You can't just use the mouse.
I'm so sorry.
All right, we have so many more. No. Okay.
Do we have to put a pause on the redeems for when we go to break so that?
Yeah, we
like,
might have to put a pause on the redeems for when we go to break. We're gonna do some organization real quick. Vamp, while I organize. Ugh.
Thank you all for the wonderful Gobbin tarot readings. I have been having the time of my life doing these. Would Gobbins be friends with Hootie, or would Hootie attempt to eat the small Gobbin? I think that Hootie would probably attempt to eat a Gobbin like once or twice, and then would figure out that the Gobbins are better friends than they are food.
Like a shark.
Friends, not food.
Great. Okay. I'm basically just making like group Just making basically like group layers for like the little panels. All right. Cool. All right. Sweet. All right. Let us. Because we are now we're doing break things, so make sure to do ! John Blinn in chat if you would like to do there we go. They're over here. If you'd like to get your very own John Blinn and Gobbin nom stickers, we're doing giveaways. We've done 2 so far. This will be our 3rd one. So no matter where you are in the world, feel free to do ! John Blinn to enter to win. Since we are gonna be going on a break soon to get to go dewater, rewater, and take care of our corporeal forms, because even goblins need to take care of your corporeal forms, we're also gonna be reading the lovely Seven Seal Ursas and the lovely Alistair's creation story of the goblins. So, settle in for some story time, everybody.
Oh.
Okay, you go. You can do it. Go for it.
Boop.
Beep. Do you not know where it is?
This happens every time. Gobbo Lore Archives.
Yes.
There we
You're
are.
gonna have to scroll up very far. It's in June. I realize it's almost the end of August, and I'm very sorry. How did we get here? Fucking I don't know.
Oh no, man.
Time doesn't exist.
It was the end of May, and then I took a nap for 2 hours, and then all of a sudden we're here now.
Okay, so yeah, that's Alistair's. That's the Huggening. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. There it is. I think. So Brain got enraptured with Fable writing this evening, so gonna post this before I run off to bed now that it is out of Brain. Is this... Okay, I think this is it.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
This is it?
Would you like me to read the narration, and then would you like to read for your voice and some of the voices of it?
Sure, I can do that.
All right. So Ursa said, "I'm gonna post this now before I run off to bed, and then it's out of my brain." All right.
I'm gonna move this so we can still read chat.
Yes. Good.
Okay.
Good.
There we go. Let's go!
All right.
Story time! Story time! Story time!
Take a sip of my water. Raindrops splashed against the window, the warm firelight from inside illuminating the short, curly-haired form of Serena as she stared out into the stormy weather, as lightning roiled across the sky and thunder pounded through the air. A purple nightdress embossed with black bats and roses covered her curious form, while a mass of tumbling black curls framed a pair of inquisitive eyes that stared out at the flashing lights. The room behind her was covered in a soft carpet stained from finger paints, an easel that held today's latest masterpiece of a sunflower, bookcases on which perched dozens of books, and more than a fair assortment of knickknacks. A large bed with forest green covers and the pattern of fallen leaves sat invitingly, while a bobtail Siamese cat lounged at the foot, drinking in the warmth from the fire, half asleep already. A short knock came from the door before it opened slightly, and Keely's poof of curly hair and pink face poked out from behind it. "Serena, it's late. You should be in bed already, sweetie. Is the storm keeping you up?" Serena turned and hopped off from the windowsill, going to her mother.
No, I was just wondering if what Willie said was true. If there are some people who can catch and ride the light dragons.
Keely cocked her head. "Light dragons?" A crack of lightning sparked outside, and her hair frizzled up even more while the thunder rolled over the house, and she smiled.
That's still you.
Oh, you mean the lightning. I'm sure there are some who can. If you're a good girl and hop into bed, I can find you a story about such a creature who has magical powers and sought to bring joy to all. Keely nodded her head enthusiastically and practically ran to the bed, drawing a protesting "merp" from Suit as she pulled the blankets up to her. Keely walked over to the shelves and pulled down a thick, heavy book with green leather and bound with a brass lock. Opening it, she licked her fingers and flipped through the pages, walking to rest on the bed as Soot clambered into Serena's lap. Let's see, who shall it be? Chalendis, who drank dry the sky so he could place the moon in it, but lost his teeth when he spat it back out so that we now have the stars? Serena made a face.
Artagan the Red, who played a prank on the gods and goddesses, and so found himself with godly powers trapped in the body of a weasel. A bit too complex, I think. Serena nodded her head in agreement. I know just who. Keely cleared her throat as the fire crackled and the din of the rainstorm seemed to fade into the background. She looked at Serena and winked, a mischievous smile on her face. In a land far, far from here live kings, queens, and nobles of the Fae. Mischief and mystery are their calling cards, deep within emerald woods and sun-gilded glades. And they did it well, filling their days with laughter and joy, amusement and frivolity. But none did so for others, as Breed the Bright. As a daughter of the Seelie Court, Breed was possessed of a boundless enthusiasm that radiated out and touched all others around her. The flowers swayed and danced with the wind as she passed by. Rivers and animals sang her praises. Even the very rock on which she stood sprouted with new life at her passing. Many a day flew by under the radiant sun while she laughed and played with her friends. Small pranks and loving jokes tossed around without a care in the world. But there were others who were not like the Seelie Court and the sun that warms their lands. In the deepest depths of the darkest woods, the Unseelie Court found their amusement in the cruelty and jokes played on others. Cunning and without sympathy, they frequently saw their sun-touched cousins as frivolous and carefree, without a real understanding of the cold nature of the world. They were the ones that had interacted with humans first, and both sides found the others slow to trust and more greedy than they let on. And so it was that humans began at odds with the courts, for all they had known was the cruel nature of the Unseelie, and were slow to trust the cheerfulness of the Seelie.
Craft, welcome. Congrats on winning the giveaway, Craft. Yay! This wouldn't be a stream if Craft didn't win a giveaway. Congrats, Craft. Yee!
Woo!
All right.
And so things continued as such for a time, with distrust tempering the laughter and the light, until one day something happened. Breed went a-wandering, as was her wont, when she came across a muddy riverbank deep within the arboreal lavender and saw a pair of Unseelie making small golems. Half the height of themselves, they were made with the fanged teeth of crocodiles, human steel scissors for claws, with river weeds and grass for hair. When they were finished, the eldest of the Unseelie stood back and took a black mushroom with purple spots from inside his cloak, crushed it, and blew. The air swept up the crushed mushroom and poured down into the throats of these clay golems, and soon they began to stir. As Breed watched, mesmerized, the clay flaked off, and out from within stepped a short greenish creature with red eyes, fangs, claws, and cruel smiles. With a squeal of pure delight, the Unseelie found in their midst Breed the Bright, hands to her mouth and eyes alight.
They're so precious!
She exclaimed.
Look at their fearsome expressions and cute little forms. Have you yet to give them a name?
The Unseelie were unprepared for such an outburst and looked quickly between themselves as she went to inspect the creatures, pulling at their long, pointed ears, testing their teeth and claws. The elder coughed and narrowed his eyes at Breed. You are known to us, Breed the Bright, of laughter and light. Why should we tell you what they are? Perhaps you just seek to steal them from us like the humans do. Breed let out a gasp of dismay.
I would never. They're simply too adorable.
Then be on your way. The Unseelie turned and began to leave, their newly acquired beings trailing in their wake, before Breed let out a cry.
Wait! What if I asked for a trade? Tell me how to make my own, and I offer half the time of the sun so that it can shed light on your homes as well.
The Unseelie paused, muttered among themselves before the elder stepped forth again. The sun makes our eyes hurt, but we will trade this for the first pick of fruit every harvest. We are tired of moldy fruit in our bellies. Breed nodded enthusiastically, and the two spit on their hands and clasped them together in agreement. She felt the knowledge flood into her through the passing gazes, and with a squeal of delight made for the riverbank where she set to work. Soon after the Unseelie had left, a trio of small golems like theirs stood before her
stood before her mud-caked form while she paused in thought.
Let's see. Robin's eggs for eyes, moss and flowers for hair, feathers for hands, and oh,
She rushed up and gave each of the muddy golems a soft hug.
a bit of love to make the heart beat. Now, what was that word? Gobbins? Sure, that sounds cute enough.
She muttered under her breath and tapped her staff 3 times where a purple mushroom with black spots sprouted. She crushed it in her hand, took a few steps back, and said,
Gobbins, I awaken thee.
It swirled and danced with her voice, swishing back and forth before diving into the bodies of the 3 goblins before her, and soon enough, the telltale cracks formed, and out of the golems came 3 bright-eyed, floppy-eared goblins who approached Breed with open curiosity, followed by a quick attack of hugs and laughter, which Breed returned tenfold as she welcomed a new family into the world. And that, my sweet Serena, is why we put the first fruit harvest out within the woods, so that we honor the bargain that Breed made for us, that let our people have their own breath. And it is why we celebrate Midsummer as Bright's Day, the day where her sun shines brightest. Keely leaned over as she closed the book, kissing Serena goodnight as she tucked her in before getting up and closed the door behind her.
Ah, that's so cute!
That's adorable.
I love it so much! Ah. And you posted it right the day after Midsummer. It's so cute!
Mhm.
I love it so much!
It's so Bree the Bright too, to be like, what did they call him?
Gobbins? Whatever.
Yeah, Gobbin sounds right.
About time. I'm sorry. It's such a good story.
It really is.
I was able to skim it before, but I didn't want to like give a review until I actually like sat through it, and that was like the perfect way to hear it. Oh my gosh. All right, and here is the huggeting that Goblister made.
The huggening, a mystic moment in the early days of the Gobbins, a moment when every Gobbin felt a sparkle settle into their chests. This was the light of their mother, their queen, the fey wonder of Breed the Bright. Goblister has been researching this and trying to understand why some goblins are more unique than others. He has determined that all goblins will one day be as distinct from each other as each snowflake is to another. It is only a matter of time. These goblins that are still, as he calls it, dreaming, need only return the embrace of Breed in their hearts and complete the huggening to awake their full potential. As of now, it has been determined that the best way to complete the huggening is to create beautiful things, be kind to others, share laughter and happiness, and generally be good.
Yes! Oh, there's so much lore! It's so cute! Oh, guys! Can you fucking believe that this came about because we called John the Goblin mod, and then we started a Stardew stream, and look at us now! We created a whole world!
I am in awe. I made some. I harassed you with meme polls for months on end, and then everyone's like, "Yeah, John's the Goblin mod," and now we're here.
You guys are so creative, and it makes me so happy.
I have no words. Y'all are amazing.
It was amazing. Ursa, that was beautiful. That is the best creation story ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the huggening. It is so cute. About time.
There's gonna be another giveaway in like 8 minutes. Chankla. Oh yeah, we should
Yes.
take a break.
We're gonna take a break now.
On that note,
Go take care of yourself. Go take care of your corporeal form. Do water, de-water, get some more. I don't know. Whatever you need to do. Take your meds, get a snack, whatever you need to do, and come back in like 5 to 10 minutes. We'll keep doing more of the same. More tarot readings, more comics. It's gonna be absolutely crazy and full of feels. So, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you so much to Ursa, and thank you so much to Ursa, especially for that amazing creation story. I love that so much, and thank you, Alistair, for adding on to it, and for everyone for creating this universe that allows me and John to do this silly type of stream. We'll be back very shortly. Until then, make sure to stick around for the giveaway that's going to be happening in another about 8 minutes. And until then, I'll see you guys in like 5 minutes. Bye! Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome back. Welcome here. Hello. We have taken care of our corporeal forms. We have dewatered and rewatered. We have eaten some donuts. Recreated these cute little stickers that you can get right now if you do !Gobbins in chat. And hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you had a great break. And JJ, hello, welcome on in. How is your Thursday going?
Gilly, these kitty scratches are for you.
Oh yes, those kitty scratches are also for your redeem, Gilly. We did not forget and we did see. Thank you very much for the redeem. But yes, I do not know at what point in the welcome back. Thank you for the welcome backs. We've done so many lore. I have seen that you've done so many already. Yes. Final call. Do !Gobbins for these cute little stickers in chat right now. Hey, and congratulations, Justy. Congrats, Justy. You get some stickers. Some stickers. Hell yeah. Yippee. Congratulations on getting some Gobri and John Blinn Nom stickers. For those of you that didn't see it, we recreated the Nom pose and I put it in IRL cosplay because I wasn't like, this could go in a number of different places. I'll put it here. Will stickers be available for purchase online at a later date? Yes. Yes, they will be. When I get my store back up and running after my wedding, the stickers will be available for purchase. Pretty much everything that I sold at Convergence will be available for purchase via my coffee once I get my store back up and running after my wedding. So be on the lookout for that. When I come back to streaming, these will be available. So don't you worry. They'll also be like super cheap because they're stickers. Yes. Last night I went grocery shopping at like 10 p.m. and I bought a whole bunch of donuts. Not necessarily in anticipation for this event. I honestly bought them because I wanted donuts. And then I realized that it would be perfect for the content of these stickers to do that. So it worked out. We don't have a plan, but we, eventually, sometimes our brain works. I still haven't gotten a wedding for the outfit. Oops. It's very soon, JJ. It's okay. I still haven't bought a reception dress. And I am the bride.
Gonna go shopping for tomorrow, baby.
Yeah, I haven't bought a reception dress and I am the bride, so don't worry. Don't worry.
I ordered the last piece of my outfit yesterday, so.
It's fine. All right, let's read some lore. We don't have a plan. We have a grocery list. Exactly. But also, the redeems are back up, so if you had any ideas for comic panels, or if you would like a tarot reading, you can do so right now. You can redeem one right now. Go for it. Go, and I will, in the midst of that, we will read more of your guys' lore. Make sure to post all the lore in the Gobbo lore archives so we don't lose it.
Yeah, Gilly, I knew that those kitty scratches were from you, so I had to give Ash little head smooches.
Little head smooshes. All right. All right, we are back. Yes. Okay, we are back. To remember to pause the redeems while on break. Did that. All right. And to contrast the Gobbins and their rituals and their stories, a tidbit about Shelf. Like the archaeological/anthropological story about the guys who were convinced the people kept the obsidian blades in the rafters to keep them close to the sun, which would make them sharper. Then they consulted a mom, and she was like, oh yeah, no, it's so the kids couldn't get it. Someone asking Shelf, like, as a high elf of the moon, do you keep these things, like your valuables and weapons and heavy tools, high off the ground as respect to the moon and to keep them close to her? Shelf, who has 2 kids and lives adjacent to a community of Gobbins who love shinies and borrowing. What? What? I put them away so people can't grab them.
I put them away so the grabby hands of my children and all of the Gobbins do not result in death. So people don't die. All right, we got a tarot reading from JJ. Yes. Good. Excellent.
All right. Also, I hope you all know, this is a fun tidbit that I think you all appreciate. I totally forgot that there were still tarot cards in my overalls when I went to go to the bathroom, and so when I took my overalls off, they spilled out onto the floor.
Yeah, I just heard I heard a crash and then a bunch of like just a bunch of things hitting the floor from out here in the office. I was like, "You okay?" She's like, "I forgot they were in there."
I did not drop them in the toilet, thank God, but they were all over the floor. New Gobbin faction! The Lightning Chasers! Gobbins that are heck bent on taming the light dragons and taking to the skies. They develop all kinds of gob tech to follow the thunderheads wherever the wind takes them. Examples include the pedaloon, which is a balloon with a chair and pedals under it. The pedals power a propeller, which allows the goblins to fly after storm clouds. That is adorable. I love that, Alistair. I got distracted, but I'm here now. Thank you for being here, JJ. This was many, many, many times ago, but thank you for being here. It's Gobbin's lore while we're on break. Good. I can't wait to get caught up. Dorky Goblin is chaos and has totally not possessed sock puppets, so she wouldn't be excited for lore at all. I love that you have
totally not possessed
possessed sock puppet. Hell yeah.
Stand very still.
Okay.
Okay. All right. JJ, I need you to choose between knee, journal, and pocket.
3 choices this time. All right.
Yep. I can't be consistent. All the factions we made on break.
Thank you for posting the concise version in the archives, Alistair. I appreciate it. And yes, you can request me to draw a Gobbin comic panel. Whatever comes to mind, go for it.
Choose between knee, journal, and pocket.
I'm currently on Gweed, feeding a mushroom to Goblister.
Oh. I thought he said toboggan. No, and pocket.
Knee or toboggan? Knee!
Hold on. Yep. All right, cool. JJ, your card is the moon. I think that the moon reminds us of many things, you know, in that, like, sometimes there's a giant face on the moon in the sky, and that probably means something important. But even more important is that we remember that, given the opportunity, all things would evolve into the most superior form of life, crab. As there is also a crab represented here in addition to the wolf yelling at the moon. It's kind of like clear to me that like the face in the moon is very disappointed and perhaps has revoked some of the wolf's privileges. He seems to be very upset, but the moon seems like very stern and disappointed. So don't disappoint the moon. Because no matter how much you yell at it, it will not give you back your Game Boy privileges.
No matter how much you give it, it won't give you back your Game Boy privileges. Yes, for anyone that's new here, or not new, but wasn't here earlier and doesn't know, these are Goblin tarot readings, so we do not use the guidebook nor think about the meaning of the card. We just say whatever comes to our head based on the prompts of the art.
No thoughts, head empty, only Gobbin.
Only Gobbin.
Only Gobbin. Oh my god, we have more Gobbin tarot readings. Excellent.
Yes, we do.
All right, Blizzard Star redeemed a goblin.
Oh, wrong way.
Redeemed a goblin tarot reading.
Wrong. There we go.
Lovely. Moon Mommy said it's my turn on the Game Boy.
Also, in Gobbin Fables, the moon is made of candy. It's a giant jawbreaker.
Jawbreaker. Alright, I'm just gonna... Oops. Danny, choose between pocket and uh-oh. This is my favorite, most chaotic way to
Pocket and uh-oh.
pocket and uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Excellent. It was fitting that this is the card that I attempted to stick inside the monitor and then it fell out.
How the fuck would you have done that?
Like this. Just wedge it.
Oh, you're trying to wedge it in? Okay.
Yeah, I got that
Okay.
right there. Except I didn't do it quite well enough and it fell out.
Amity, thank you so much for resubscribing for 3 months.
Fitting, of course, then that it is the tower.
Yep.
Danny, so I don't think you are in danger of more stabbies because the sword that the tower has is like not like a stabbies kind of sword. It's like a big, like, you know, Dark Souls boss kind of like dragging sword. And like, is that flames? Is that hair? Is it like a really old umber blanket that, like, you know, they've kind of just like jammed through the mask? Who can say? I think the only thing that is certain is that if you wear lots of metal on your head, the likelihood that you will be struck by lightning increases dramatically. So be cautious of wearing, you know, lightning rods on your head. Like this guy's got a little crown going on, and that's like a dozen or more little lightning rods individually, all of them. And that just seems like kind of a dangerous idea. So be careful if you ever have metal on your head climbing to a high place. And if you ever see a boss bar, like health bar, appear on screen, just kind of hovering in front of you, that's a good opportunity to run the other way. Goblin belongs to the Gobbins. Delivering your stuff, they got him. Taking your stuff to be delivered, they got him.
Amazing. I did do the portal sketch, and I'm very excited about that one.
Blizzard Star says, I'm only getting danger readings from the Gobbins, which is how I feel, which is how Shelf feels about the Gobbins.
Also, this one is Saja casting Fireball. Well, there will be more, but this is just so I know what's happening. I'm very proud of Gobblister eating a mushroom and not liking it, and Gweed being very excited that Gobblister eaten a mushroom.
Gweed is like, yes!
There will possibly be another panel of Gweed shoving it into Gobblister's mouth, but this is the aftermath.
These deliveries are neither scheduled nor requested. Can they be stopped? Also no.
No.
The Gobbins, Goblin Delivery Union, whether you wanted a delivery or not.
Whether you wanted a delivery or not. I love that so much.
Like 6:30 in the morning, ding 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 dong ding dong ding dong ding dong ding dong, knock 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 knock. I like come to the door and there's a small army of little Gobbins in various approximations of the same uniform, that are just all parked there, all of them holding packages. It's like, what are you? And they all just fucking hand them to you and bolt.
Still don't know what these means, but Dorky Goblin loves chaos, and so do I. The comic panels are basically, you're giving me prompts, and I'm gonna draw basically like little sketches of comic panels, and then I will make a little zine out of all of this. And we'll figure out what the fuck the story is afterwards. It doesn't have to make sense. It's Gobbins.
They're Gobbins.
It's pure chaos. This is the most chaotic way to make a fucking comic. No plan, only art.
No plan, only prompt and art.
Only prompts and art.
Everything
Far
from
superior to Amazon.
And in the packages are the weirdest things. Everything from socks to small painted acorns. Takes a deep breath. The final giveaway! Alright, we have to stop there. We're gonna get
loot crate, except you didn't sign up for it and also didn't pay for it.
That's my kind of loot crate. Aww. Breed is the last cow's command.
Type Breed in chat, everybody. My name.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That is the final giveaway. Our 5th and final giveaway. Then we might go a little bit late. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. All right.
Boo-boo.
Gilly,
Stickums.
I need you to choose between foot, mouse, and pan. Along with the peanut allergy, Bree's full name is also something that regularly slips my mind. It's really funny every single time we go to a convention to hear the people who are running the con look up and be like,
Who? What?
Bridgehead?
Nope.
Condoms. Next second delivery comes standard on anything. If not, your next 1,000 orders are free. They'd be free anyway, but it sounds good. Give a Gotham a packet. Mouse! Alright. I'm still reeling from the one that I made a pyramid out of.
That was very good. You making a pyramid out of it was incredible.
Yeah, I mean, Alistair pitched it to me. They're like, I'm going to be a contrarian, and Two's triangle, and I was like, all right, Two can play at this game, buddy.
I'll make a pyramid.
All right, Gilly, your card is the Ace of Pentacles, which I know we drew earlier, but I don't know if we drew it for you. Did we draw the Ace of Pentacles?
I think we did. I did 3, and I think that was Gilly was the first 3.
I think we might have drawn the Ace of Pentacles for you earlier. Didn't I get that too? Yeah, you did. Hold on. Ace of Pants. We can read the Ace of Pentacles, but if you would like a Gobbin reading of a different card, I can do that too. I will shuffle and choose new goblin hidey holes.
At least it's consistent.
At least it's consistent. True. Which one is this?
This is Momblin reading the creation story to baby Gobri. That's me. That's baby Gobri.
Alright, do what feels right. Okay. I am going to flippy until Bree tells me to stop.
You're gonna run out of cards before I tell you to stop.
I'll keep flippy.
Okay.
I got a lot of decks here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep going.
Can you go through different decks?
I got a lot of decks.
I have to now.
I got a lot of decks here, kiddo. I want to see how far you make me go.
I can't just be helpful. That's not in the spirit of Gobbins.
Gabri meant to say it like 4 cards in, but then she got distracted.
I'm working here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time for your shenanigans.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know. That's why I usually am hiding the cards on you. Just shuffling away. Oh, baby Gabri is so little. She is.
She's in a little cradle. There we go. 10 minutes remain. Second whole deck.
I'll do that one now.
Second whole deck.
Just gonna crack out another one here. Oh, I love this deck.
It's great. It's a very good deck.
Oh, wait. Is this?
Yeah, this is the Little Witch Academia deck.
Oh my god. I was like, this is very anime. And I was like, I got to that one. I was like, I know what this anime is. Oh my god. This is so cute. I think you've shown this to me before, but I love it. Anyway.
I mean, Mr. Matthew was in here earlier and may have talked about that a little bit, Gilly, and I am super down.
Yeah, Matthew loves organizing tarot decks.
If you don't stop on the last card of the last deck, then what was the point? Where's your adventuring artist tarot?
It's up there, I think, because it's only a major arcana.
Okay. These cards are so pretty.
They're really pretty. The little, I'll talk about that while you go get that. The Little Witch Academia deck is honestly fucking incredible. As like shiny, like it's gold foiled on the edges. The people that did this deck, I got this at Gen Con back in 2019 because one of the artists was selling them, and I was like, holy fucking shit, that's gorgeous. So if you watch Little Witch Academia, the anime, there is a tarot deck out there, fan made with gold freaking foil on the edges. It's incredible.
I want to buy that for myself. I've watched that show twice.
It's such a good, it's also a very good show.
Mm-hmm.
I need more tarot cards. This is why you have more than one deck, so you can just shuffle through it and make your friend do that.
Yep.
How many more decks we got? Oh, we got a few. We got one more.
We got one more and the major arcana only deck.
Okay,
so,
okay.
I'm curious to see if you make me go dig that out or not. Like I'm curious how far you will go. Will you make me drive all the way across town to get my deck from my
long stream?
That's a 40-minute round. Hold on, it's 7:17. No, in this traffic, that's about a 50-minute round trip. So.
I have a system about when I'm going to tell you to stop.
Oh yes.
Yes, I'm not letting you know.
Oh, all right, cool. I'll find out. I'll find out afterwards.
There's 10 minutes remain on the giveaway. Everybody, type Bria in chat to get for the final giveaway to get these Gobbin and Gobbin stickers.
I'm not gonna put any of these decks away because there is the possibility that you make me just keep cycling through the decks. I got a lot of tarot decks here, Brie. By which I mean you have. I have a
lot of tarot decks. That is the key. That is the key thing that most people gift me is tarot decks.
Mm-hmm. It is very cool and traditionally how one does receive tarot decks.
I don't know enough Power Rangers poses. They're ridiculous. That's all I know.
Random thought. These are comic panels, but hear me out. What if surprise random nonsense Gobbin tarot cards put a random number in the bottom corner and barn Gobbin tarot and bam, Gobbin tarot.
Oh, that'd be very cute. Now it looks like they're Power Rangers. They've got little visors. Okay, stop.
All right, was the end of that sketch.
Yes. It was the end of this page.
You goblin. All right, so I shuffled through. There were about this many cards left. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 77. So 70. All right. So 78 times 1, 2, 3, 4. 78 times 4 plus 71. And that is how many cards it took us to arrive at this one. So 7 times 4 is 28. 8 times 4 is 32. So 28 plus 32 is... Or 280 plus 32 would be 312
plus another 71 would be 383. 383 tarot cards to arrive at the Eight of Pentacles. I know I'm having my bisexual card revoked for being able to do math. But
Yeah, what the fuck? I would not have cared. I would have said the 17 of basketballs, exactly.
the 17 of basketballs.
17 of basketballs.
This is
It's clearly pentacles, though.
yeah. This is the 8 of not basketballs. 5 minutes remain.
Between rock and math, well, we got to math eventually.
Remember when you told me to choose between rock and math? That was so much math. I mean, that's quite literally how I break down doing large numbers in my head, which is like, you know, so like 78 times 4 is obnoxious to try and just rip out in your head, but if you break that down into 70 times 4, that's much easier because 70 times 4 is very easy to pull out. That's like, you know, basic multiplication tables, and then you just add a 0 to that, and that's because you pulled 1 off to do the original multiplication, so that's 280, and then from there it gets much easier to just kind of like add a few like basic multiplication table things together. It would have been really awkward if that 70 had caused me to go into another 100. I don't know if I could have pulled that off in my head. You just make the numbers better and then you make the numbers better and then just do a lot of addition. Correct. That's how I do mental math, is making the multiplication easy on myself and then doing addition instead. Because multiplication is hard.
It's hard to do in brain.
Anyway, Gilly, this person on the Eight of Pentacles is really like kind of really getting into it there. And so first of all, I think the most important thing is that if you want to like carve stuff, you know, choose something that's easier than metal, for fuck's sake. Like, this person's really hammering it in there, and it would be so much easier if they had just like, you know, chosen like mud or like clay or, you know, maybe finger painting on something. But no, like they're hammering away at metal with another piece of metal with a piece of metal strapped to a piece of wood, and that is so complicated, right? Also, if you do find yourself in a situation where you're surrounded by a lot of heavy things and doing a lot of hammering, please wear closed-toed shoes. Not like this person. That's probably why they're unhappy. They probably dropped one of those big, heavy, like plate-sized coins on their foot, and then not wearing a closed-toed shoe, OSHA violation and a hurt foot. That's what I got for you.
Violation.
Violation!
Hey, Griffin, welcome back, and Ellie, hello. Well, Ellie, welcome back, and Griffin, welcome on in. How are you guys doing? Make sure to type !breed in chat to get to enter to win a pair of these cute little Gobbin nom stickers. They're very cute. They're very good. Thank you very much for the happy 900, Griffin. I appreciate it. Is there a Gobbin version of OSHA? It does not fulfill the thing of OSHA in any sense of the word.
No, nothing about the Gobbins is OSHA compliant.
These little guys. Very cute.
I will be doing Believing Heart tarot readings for the rest of the night. Thank you very much.
Also, we have no more tarot readings after this one, so...
Yeah, if you want to...
Violation.
There's OSHA, but they have 0 guidelines. I don't know how cameras work. Gobbins are very non-OSHA. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're very cute little stickers. You can put them on things. I love them to bits. They're snazzy, cut off of my lovely new Cricut. Well, my dad's Cricut, but I got it to work. Have a very good lurk, Amethyst.
Subtract 1 card from my original total earlier. I left 1 in the box.
You left 1 in the box?
Left 1 in the box.
1 in the box! Ooh, have a good time painting your nails. But yeah, we have no more tarot cards, so... If anyone wants a Gobbin tarot reading, now's the time.
Mm-hmm.
They think OSHA is food.
That's correct.
Gobbins think OSHA violations are ocean violations, and they believe that if you aren't safe, you make the ocean upset, and she gets mad, and that's no good. Very true. You gotta be safe in the ocean.
It's one of those things where, like, you know, that's like the most classic case of your math teacher looking at how you did a problem and going, you got the right answer, but nothing about the way that you got there was correct. I don't know how you did that. That's Gobbins with the
Hey, Ellie! Alright, Gobbin Tarot reading.
Gobbin Tarot reading.
From Ellie.
All right.
Yeah, if anyone wants just a fucking random ass tarot reading about anything and all, go for it. Now's the time.
There's actually one Gobbin named Osha, and she's all about safety and hands out pamphlets and stuff.
And a Gobbin tarot reading means that we don't read the guidebook and we just go based off pictures.
Yep. We read the pretty picture,
We
and
read
I
the
say the
pretty
first
picture.
thing that comes into my head. Also, the way in which I choose the card is utterly non-standard. I kind of just put cards places and then give you the illusion of choice, and then we go from there. Gilly! Congrats!
Gilly! Congrats! Yay! Stinkers! Congrats on winning our final giveaway of the night, Gilly. And yes, for everyone that did not get to a Gobbin sticker giveaway, these will be available in my coffee shop once I redo my entire shop. When I come back from my wedding. I honestly might just put these in my coffee shop now. I don't care. When they do, I'll talk about it on Twitter and on my Discord. But if I don't get to it right now, after this stream, I'll be putting them up after I get back from my wedding. So stay tuned for when these are going to be going up in my coffee shop. They'll be super cheap, and I don't know. It doesn't matter. And all of my other prints and everything from conversions will also be in there once my wedding is over. But for now, congrats on getting your little nom stickers. Yee! Mwah. New Gobbin faction, the Wreckers. This faction is charged with the sacred duty of prepping any and all party spaces with any number of wonderful piles of stuff and junk to dig through, mess around with, and generally have fun. In fact, if a space is too organized and clean, the Wreckers will come through and Gobbin the place up. Some places are exempt, and as always, exemptions can be filed for at the main Wrecker office. Thank you very much, Alistair. This is where now that you're making Gobbin factions, now we need to make subclass structures for them, and you can then play as these can either be backgrounds or subclasses.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
no,
know.
My 5e designer brain is already whirring.
Grins at Roman numerals. Yep, this is the beginning sketch of your panel, Justy. This is also Keely and Serena having a little stroll. That's what this one is. I'm just doing very, very quick sketches to get through as many as possible. Ooh, redeemed a comic panel. Brian with the pockets dress full of goblins. Yes.
Excellent. Also, Ellie, just tell me when to stop, and we'll find out what happens.
Yeah, Ellie, just tell John when to stop. John is trying.
These cards are very slippy.
Okay, this is not helpful. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. All right.
He's trying to make a pyramid again.
Mm-hmm. Stop. All right. Top card.
Thank you, Ellie.
Thank you, Ellie.
And you're just now looking at my, who needs good camera work? Not us.
We are auteurs. We deserve more cameras.
More cameras.
I need more.
Cameras.
Once you have a stream deck,
Yes.
Once you have
I actually am gonna get a stream deck. I don't know who bought it for me, but I put it on my wedding registry and someone bought it.
Bree, next time I come over for one of these streams, after you have that stream deck, I'm going to spend like 2 hours with your computer, and we are going to make so many silly camera shit on so much silly camera shit on your stream deck specifically for these streams. Also, just because it's really fun to have a button that just slams you over to the just chatting screen and then zooms in on your face and then zooms in some more and then zooms in some more.
Yes, I am very excited. It's gonna be the upgrade of the stream of the century. I'm very, very excited.
I will happily give you some, functional buttons, yes, but also meme buttons.
Yes. Functional camera buttons and functional and meme buttons. All right.
Ellie, your poll is the Two of Cauldrons, which is different than what tarot usually is. But we have two very cool-looking people with their wands out, and there's a very sparkly hat, and they seem very interested in the hat. And so I think what this is saying is that you and your friend should go get really nice hats. But make sure that when you go out that you don't choose the same hat, because that could be a problem. Nobody wants to wind up in a magic duel with their friend over a hat, right? It could be very interesting. It could be an interesting day out, but I think the important part is to choose hats that you both like, but that are not the same hat. Any thoughts, Gobbin?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to fight over the same hat with your friend. You want to get matching hats. You don't want to fight over the same hat. That's never fun. It's never fun to fight over a hat with your friend. Or any sort of fashion, really. You want to make sure that it's complementary, but not the same. Because no one wants to step on each other's fashion toes. And yeah, make sure they're shiny. Shiny is good. Shiny is good and shiny is better.
Sparkly hats are the best kind of hats.
Yeah.
So the tarot has spoken.
Go get a hat.
Go get a hat, preferably a sparkly one, but not the same hat as your friend. Get complimentary hats.
Complimentary, but not similar hats. And to answer your question, Alistair, I haven't yet figured out a way to share my wedding registry list. I'm sure there is a way with you all without revealing
personal information.
Personal information. Not that I don't trust most of you, but just to have it out on the internet would be.
I'll figure something out.
Yeah. So ask John and he'll figure it out for you.
I'm gonna need a link to your wedding registry again, not to share, but
yeah. It's on the invitation.
I've returned the invitation to you.
Yes, you have. Why did you return it? There was a different whatever.
Oh no! I haven't returned that to you.
Yeah.
I RSVP'd.
Yeah, you RSVP'd. The regular invitation has the link to it.
I know. I'm pretty sure I know where that's sitting.
If anyone got a physical invitation, it's on there. But yes.
Anyway.
Yeah. Ask John and we'll figure it out.
Just, in the NSFB channel, you can hit me up and we'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just don't want a link to a place that is, even in Discord, for just random people to be able to pop in and see it. Just, for safety reasons. But other than that, Alistair, I am happy to share a link with you if you would like. That's fair. Just, yeah. A public location, no. But...
My cat Midnight has come to bless the stream with his presence. We are blessed by Midnight!
Yay! Hello, Midnight!
Oh, Ash has departed. Arliel, hello! It was so good to see you at Gen Con, Arlie. I'm so glad that I got to give you a hug.
Hello, Arliel! Welcome.
I got to see JJ, Dorky Duckling, also at Gen Con this year. So we went and got Steak and Shake and ate outside my hotel and hung out for a couple hours. Yeah, I was just wondering, I understand the safety stuff. I had to teach Rainer about it when he started streaming.
It's important. You don't want to get doxxed by random people that, like, there's people on the internet that you trust and there's people on the internet you don't trust.
Exactly. Also, when you're posting selfies and stuff on, like, on social media and things like that, pay attention to your background and mind your reflective surfaces.
Yeah. You don't want to post a picture of your address by accident.
Yep.
I've done that a few times.
There have been a couple of times where the mods were like, we removed that photo. Your address was visible on a label.
It's like, I forgot that box was there.
Dorky says, John gives amazing hugs and listen to me ramble about the locked tomb. Listen, I am always happy to listen to people ramble about the locked tomb. Gilly is often in my DMs about it, and I am very here for it.
Oh yeah, I'm very excited to meet you, Arliel. I will be at Gen Con next year. That is 100% guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. We will be there one way or another.
One way.
Either with a blue badge or with a guest badge.
Yes.
But hopefully with a blue badge.
Hopefully with a blue badge. I might be able to table.
Yeah. We, nothing official yet. I will 100% be at Gen Con in one form or another. At the very least, I will be back, most likely at the Possum Creek booth tabling again. But there's some other things that are kind of, that I'm talking to a few people about right now. So, there may be other exciting announcements for 2023 Gen Con. It just kind of depends on how things shape out and, frankly, what stuff costs.
Yeah.
So.
I'm very excited. John might put me in his backpack and take me along.
But
I'll be there either way. Either way.
We will have to for next year. I'll move these out there either way. For next year, we definitely have to get since we're both going to be there, we have to get a get-along jacket.
Oh, yes we do.
We do have to get a get-along jacket.
We're also definitely 100% going to do a brigade meetup at Gen Con outside by food trucks probably.
Yeah, there's a nice little grassy spot.
Yeah, so if you're going to be there, then that's when, or if you just want to like go to Indy for a day for that is also a thing that's going to be happening. But I'm very excited. It's still August of this year, so I don't want to like promise anything, but like fucking committing to it. I'm going to be there. I'm doing it. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to be around, and also for all of y'all, hopefully all of y'all in the UK area, I will hopefully be in Europe sometime next year as well. So we'll have to figure out a fun thing for that. Because me and Daniel are honeymooning there. And y'all are fucking crazy if I'm not gonna hit up the brigade members and be like, let's go to a park and hang out in like Paris or something.
Hell yeah.
A middle ground between Germany and the UK.
Matt says, not gonna lie, I would go to Indy unless they relocate because of certain laws just for the brigade meetup. Yeah, absolutely. It would be really cool to have, and like getting a one day pass to the con isn't too bad, I don't think. Like getting like a Saturday pass or something. So, what if Bree and a baby Bjorn on John's back? I'll just baby Bjorn breed.
Yeah. I'll just be in a little front. Just hello.
You can help me, like, we can make 2 sales at the booth at the same time. Pitching one person, you can be pitching another.
Yep.
But, oh yeah, First Gun also said, check to see if your license plate is readable and videos of which is hitting your car with a broom. Yeah, I realized the one that I showed on stream, it was visible, and then Matt censored it for posting on socials. So.
Yeah. I realized that, and I mean, I was about to stream right after, and I forgot to tell Matt to censor that out. It's okay. It's fine.
It's all right. I don't think anybody, like, I don't know that there's a lot that anybody can do with my, with only my license plate number.
Yeah. Who knows? We'll find out. BRB, no worries, Arliel. Oh, have a very good time running D&D, Ursa.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
Hoping to make Gen Con again next year. We're going to have to see. Unfortunately, a lot of things have gone wrong in the house last one. Oh no, I'm sorry, Arleo. I know you just dashed off, but.
Hi. Hello, Ash. Yeah.
It's gonna be a sheep-tastrophe.
Do you
I
have
have
things to say?
no idea what that means, Ursa, and I cannot wait to hear about it. I hope you're able to make Gen Con as well, Arliel. I would absolutely love to meet you. Yes, Ash is down here. She has things to say.
Mm-hmm.
Many things.
She's like, so many things have moved, and you're on this side of the desk. Why is that?
Okay.
You wanna come up?
I think I'm gonna write down the rest. Ooh, hello, girly. Oh, going away.
No, listen. I know your move. I know the uppies. I know the
Yes.
uppies move.
The uppies. All right, I'm gonna
You have
write
her
down
well-trained.
more. Oh yes, she's a well-trained kitty. I'm gonna write down more of these real quick because we're on the last slide of 3, so we've got 6 more. No, oh my god, I only have 7 more. Fuck yeah. Okay, but there's a whole bunch more that you guys have redeemed.
You are cruising over there. Here, I'm gonna tab over to that so you can see it.
Oh, sorry.
I keep almost getting there, and then
Alright.
the
Hooky.
pockets dress full of goblins. No.
Bree and Gabri and John Blund find/make the hats that suit their personality. Oh, that's so cute, Ellie. Yes, she's well trained unless she wants to be an escape artist. There are definitely times this week where she's like gone up on the fence and I'm just like, Ash, and she's like, fine. She jumps back down. I'm like, I'm fucking watching.
Watching you, kid.
There are times where she's tenacious enough where she doesn't care if I call her, and then there's times where she's not tenacious enough and will come back. I think the only reason it's worked this week is because she went to the vet last week, and because of that, she didn't get to go outside for a whole week. And so now she's like, I don't want to get my freaking outdoor privileges revoked again, so I guess I will listen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's worked in our favor.
She's like, that might happen again.
It might happen again. It might not let me outside and take me to the vet. I have to behave.
But I have to be good. These are all so cute. I'm just reading through the
These are so cute.
Gobbo's meat hoodie on.
Gobbo's meat hootie? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Amethyst redeemed redeemed an Owl House themed one.
Wow. This is gonna be the best comic ever, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, all of the hugs for Yala. I know what it's like to have a pet that hates the vet.
Mm-hmm.
Ash was a very good Ash. Okay, let's talk about Ash's vet appointment. She was a very, very good girl. She did such a good job. She was so cute. Like the last time I took her to the vet, I wasn't able to go in with her because of COVID stuff, but I was able to go in this time with masks on and things.
Yeah.
And so we put her up. We put her up on the little table for her to get examined. And what she basically did was she just like walked over to like me and just like hid her face. She hid her just her face in my hoodie that I was wearing and let the vet like check the rest of her body and like her like lymph nodes and all those things. But she just like hid her face in my sweatshirt and was just waiting for it to be over.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah, and then we like had to pick her up and like hold her and like check things to like they had to get her blood drawn. So like they had to hold her and I was just petting her and then immediately afterwards she was done. She just like crawled into my hoodie. She just like crawled like behind me and into my hoodie. And I was like, oh my god, hello. And I had to like pull her out and then she would just like hide her face in my hoodie until she was done. And then once she was done and she got all like, it worked out really well because she had to get her vaccines as well. So they just did that in her butt. Not in her butt, but like on the back of her. And because she just had her butt facing them and her face in there, so it like worked really, really well. And then she was done, and then I could put her back in the carrier, and she did a great job, and she was very cute. And she was like, "I'm gonna hide in your hoodie and use you for comfort until this is over."
Yeah, I mean, Understandable, Ash. As somebody who has to go to the doctor a lot, understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable reaction.
Anyways, it was very cute, and I was very touched that she didn't like try to hide and run around or anything and escape. She was like, I'll just hide my face in you until it's done. And I felt very loved.
Listen, Ash is a pro at this.
Yeah. She did a good job. She also, like, was not freaking out with all of the dogs barking, and I was so proud of her. I was so
Listen,
proud.
we all know Ash would bully the dogs.
She would. She would. Oh, yeah. Go give Ash some kitty
Got you
scritches.
covered.
Go give Ash some kitty scritches. Alright, Aw, she's so cute. Someone take lore notes for me. Thank you very much for taking all the lore notes, Alistair. I appreciate it. Ooh, that's another thing we can do. That's another thing we can do before the end of the stream. We can read through all of the lore that chat made, and then we can end out the stream. I'm just probably, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get through finishing all of these sketches in this stream, but y'all know, so if y'all have any more ideas for comics, this is the last chance for the comic panel redeems or tarot card redeems, because I think we just hit 3 hours. So I think we're probably going to end pretty soon because it is almost 8 here. And we take care of our corporeal form here. We take care of our corporeal form and eat dinner in a timely manner. I say as if I didn't eat dinner at 9 p.m. last night. Scratch that kitty.
She just gave me a little, like, she just groomed me back a little, and I'm dying.
Oh, she just groomed you back a little. Oh, that is adorable.
Yeah, she licked my hand.
Ugh. But there's still time before we end out. So, last call for comic panels and tarot readings, and then we'll probably get really mushy for like 30 minutes.
Yeah. Probably.
So be prepared. Okay, Gobbin and Jumblin sleeping in like car chairs, like toddlers/babies, and Archfey Bree staying behind them, shushing the viewer. Aww, cute. This might have to be a bunch of different zines, just for any sort of storyline to make sense. Or it could just not make sense at all. Oh, to have Ash kisses. You know, if Ash was good with crowds or was good at any sort of social thing, I would totally bring her to any brigade meetup we had. However, she would either run away or not have a good time. She is a reclusive.
Kitty who travels well.
No. No. She did better with a larger carrier for the vet, but that even still, that was pushing it. Yeah, John's been sneezing up a storm. It's apparently ragweed season. Do. Gobbin Nat Pile! Gobbin's trying their hardest to politely line up and meet Shelf's baby. Aww. Man, I'm behind. Gobbin's trying. Yeah, socialization and harness training for Cass has to start early. Yeah. We did not do that for Ash. She's a...
Yes, I have been
She's a
sneezing.
homebody.
I have been sneezing up a storm.
I need to get myself some antihistamines. It is, in fact, late August, early September, which means it is ragweed season. And I do not have very many environmental allergies. I have a extremely mild cat allergy, mild most of the time. And I have a very severe ragweed allergy, to the point that I can't even eat foods that are like plants that are kind of in the ragweed family, like melons, for instance. Watermelon is a plant that belongs to the ragweed family.
Interesting.
Yep. Can't have watermelon. Found that out the hard way.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I would eat watermelon and be like, what is wrong? You're mostly water. Why are you like this? And then I looked up what family of plants it belongs to, and it is part of the ragweed family.
Huh.
So.
Ash is a mood. Yeah, Ash is a homebody. She only likes people if they're quiet and she knows them. And you have to know, and by knowing, you have to have been here more than 3 times. And also very quiet.
I am both of those things.
Yep.
I am accidentally very quiet.
You're too quiet.
I am
inhumanly quiet.
When we were getting ready for conventions, I was over here a bunch, just like sleeving up a bunch of like prints and games and like trying to like help out with the printing process before Bree got the snazzy new printer, and just helping generally like organize things, pull out all of our con stuff and get it ready to go. And I would like, I'd putter away at things in some other part of the house, and then I would come back in to see how the printing stuff was going and be like, hey, how's it going? And I'd just about scare Bree into the ceiling, like. I felt so bad every time because I never mean to, but like, just the sounds of the printer running would cover my footsteps, and then all of a sudden I am looming.
Yeah, and I just hear a voice behind me, and I'm like, fuck, I thought you were in the other room. However, before we get towards the end of the stream, I do have to use the restroom because I've drank a lot more water than I did the first half, so I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
John Blinn, take over.
All right.
Do not give him fire.
Nobody give me fire.
No. No fire.
All right. I am at the wheel now, friends. Hello. How are we doing? Wait. There's someone else allergic to watermelon. Holy shit, I'm not the only one. Yeah, Ellie, we out here. There are dozens of us. Sam John, I've scared someone by coming up behind them while they looked in a mirror. Yeah. One of my stories from my substitute teaching days. Hi, Orange. One of my favorite stories from my substitute teaching days. I was subbing like 3/4 of a day, because the teacher was a maniac. Like usually I would only sub half or whole days, but this teacher was a maniac. I was like, yeah, no, I can come back at like 1 o'clock. So, you can just sub for me until 1 and then, be on your way. I was like, okay, sure. I could have just subbed for you for like extra few hours, but it was enough that I got paid for the whole day, so I kind of didn't care. It was like 1:30 or something, which is shortly after the latest lunch finishes. And the office for this high school was directly across from the cafeteria, and so presumably it had been very noisy for the last hour and a half while a bunch of high schoolers had paraded through there and eaten lunch and stuff. And I just kind of like walked down with my folder full of sub things that they had given me. I had my backpack, and this was after student teaching, so I wasn't like dressing up nicely. I was just wearing a pair of sneakers and which are easier to be quiet in than dress shoes. So I came into the office, pushed the door open, it swings open quietly, and then as it was swinging shut behind me, I just caught it and then eased it shut because I too, after having subbed the whole day, was sort of tired of like the constant like clamor and noise of the classroom, and so I was just like, oh, this office is so quiet, I don't want to disturb that. So I eased the door shut behind me, and then I just took like 3 or 4 steps towards the desk where the secretary was sitting, and about halfway there, I'm like, hey Peggy, scared the hell out of her. I felt so bad because she's, you know, seated pretty low down, and she's not like a short person by any means. I think Peggy was pretty tall, but she was seated at her desk, and I had not made any noise entering the room or walking across it until I said hello. And she just about jumped out of her chair, and she's like, Jesus, usually people just come stomping through here. I'm like, yeah, I know, I loom quietly, it's a problem. Fire for Jonblin. Thank you, Danny, for giving me fire. Somebody gave me fire! JJ says, I'm also apparently very quiet. Yeah, I'd believe that. Actually, having hung out with you for a little bit, I would believe that. Zine name, Gobbin snapshots. Small snapshots of the Gobbins existing. Yeah, something like that. Little slice of life, Gobbin zine. That'd be very cute. Fire for John Blow. Oh. There it is. I scare the shit out of my family all the time. My mom says she's gonna make me wear a belt. Yeah, that's what Bree was telling me when we were doing con prep, which was like, I'm gonna make you wear a bell or something. She was like, you gotta make more noise. I was like, okay, I'll stomp, I guess. I don't know. I quietly loom. It's a problem. It's just how I am. I was made this way. Jonblin is apparently a rogue. Gobry's absolutely a druid. Part of my problem is I did martial arts, have an old house, and being a night owl, so I know how to step quietly, plus how to not make old wood creak, plus to try and have to be quiet at night equals quiet out of habit. Yeah, it's similar for me. I think I was talking to Bree about it earlier, but I think for me it comes from, yeah, I do tend to be a night owl, and so like when you're coming in, you know, late or other people are sleeping, you want to be quiet, and then like on top of that, I can't stop laughing because of this edit. Oh my god, Matt, I can't wait to see it. So like there's that, and there was also like I did do martial arts, and I did also have two runners for parents, and so like I kind of just accidentally learned to take very like calculated strides kind of by accident.
Are we still talking about how quiet you are?
Yeah, there are a few other people in chat who are talking about how quiet they also are. We are bonding over our accidental ability to scare people by existing. So yeah, like Gilly is similar to me, like old creaky house, being a night owl, and also martial arts. And so like not wanting to wake people up at night, so you learn how to walk quietly.
I mean, I know how to walk quietly, but I also know how to not walk silently. I know how to walk quietly when I need to. I don't just do it I just don't do it habitually.
Yeah, and see, for me, I think the habitual part of it comes from like because of my chronic illness, I've had surgeries like quite a few times on my abdomen over my life. And when you have recently had a procedure there, taking like very heavy steps is not comfortable, and so you kind of just wind up accidentally practicing how to take like very, very light steps, and then that happens enough times over the course of your life, and you're just like, okay, I just walk like this now. John might have a bell on in one of the doodles. I feel like there was a Catboy John redeemed at some point. If not, we have failed.
Oh, I think
horribly.
I'm pretty sure we've done a Catboy John. I'm sure.
I think
that was last year, probably.
Yeah, I feel like there's a Catboy John doodle.
Yeah, there's gotta be. There simply has to be.
Don't worry, just hang out around me, Danny says. I'm large and loud.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a generally very quiet person as well, but the fact that you're quiet even to me is baffling to me. Like, I'm generally very quiet, but I'm not, like, terrifyingly quiet. I also just, like, skip around a lot. There is that, too. I just skip around a lot in my own house.
I have noticed that, like, I'll be somewhere else, and I will, like, the sound of your footfalls won't be step, 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 step. It'll be step, 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 step.
Yeah. I do little gallops. I do little gallops to get places faster.
Much like an anime character, you do kind of, like, spring into motion.
Yeah.
Like,
I have to have a running start, or else I won't do it. Or else I won't move.
Yeah, it's overcoming the inertia is harder than maintaining the momentum, so you have to just kind of like strike a pose and go.
Run! Yep.
Oh, also the habit of not wanting to get in someone's way, so I readjust where I'm walking, so I always end up in people's blind spots, because I don't want to get in the way. Oops.
Ellie! Thank you so much for the 5 tier 1 subs! Zakuza, Deltax, Foxology, Cam Numa, and Barbed Wire. Welcome back to Having Wings, everybody. Thank you so much. All right, well, I think we are winding down a little bit.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
We are, this has been an absolute chaos and an incredible introduction of this kind of specifically themed stream.
Thank you all for being here and making this possible and being so enthusiastic about, particularly about Bree's channel,
Yes.
but also like this whole like universe that we have built together that started off of the back of some very silly things that Bree and I said and did.
Yep.
And has grown into something that is very much close to all of our hearts.
Yeah. I am very excited to keep working on all of these prompts that you guys have given me. It is yet another project that I've given myself to do, and I'm very excited to do it. We might continue this, maybe not adding to it until it's done, but continue doing some of these drawings on stream when I come back. Because we've got a coloring page to do. We've got a bunch of other art to get done, but this is I think a good, also like fun and silly continuous project that we can work on. But I'm gonna probably save all of these sketches and just work on them whenever. I don't know. I don't have a plan. This was just a really fun thing to do, and eventually this will turn into some Gobbin zines and Gobbin comics, and I will have all of you guys to thank. So thank you very much. Hi, Ash. What's up? You're very loud and very loud. Okay.
She doesn't know.
What? Come on, I'll take you. Let's go.
The magic word has been said. She's going outside.
She's going outside now. Hey, Worm, welcome on in. We're just winding down, but it is lovely to see you. Welcome to the Gobbins. Let's go to my favorite one of these. I think it is, yes. I really like 2. 2 is very fun.
It's very good. What's the one at the bottom here?
That is John Blinn reading tarot and Gobbin making a comic.
Oh.
Yep.
I love how he's just like leaning, like looking at cards.
Yeah. But before we wind down, we have some lore that to read that y'all made in chat over the break. So let's get caught up on some lore. And then I've been looking the whole time, but I got a couple minutes, so I figured I'd be active in chat for a bit. Thank you very much, Worm, and thank you for the lurk. Let's read some lore, and then we'll say our thank yous and go eat some dinner. Because this is now officially, after the end of the stream, is now officially my break until I get married.
Woo!
At least on this channel. I am going to be on John's channel on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be on John's channel on Monday playing also being Gobbri, but in Stardew Valley form. And we're gonna hopefully fucking get a red cabbage. Oh my god.
It is coming down to the wire.
At least if we get it in the winter, we have the greenhouse now. So we're not
We can fertilize.
Fully fucked.
We can fertilize the hell out of it and still get there.
Yeah. We're not fully fucked. We're very close. But I'm gonna be there on Monday on his channel, but this will be the last stream on this channel until I come back mid to late September after I get married.
Marriage.
Marriage.
Marriage is what brings us together.
The next time you see me on this channel, I will be a wife. Wild.
It's not what we're playing, actually.
No.
It's something entirely else.
Yes. Yes. Playing some cardcaptor soccer music. Anyways!
Anyone surprised?
Is anyone surprised? I'm gonna make all of my friends come in to cardcaptor soccer music. Okay. The Gobbin factions, a work in progress. Lightning chasers, we went over those earlier. But the lightning chasers, goblins that are heck bent on taming the light dragons and taking to the skies. They develop all kinds of gob tech to follow the thunderheads wherever the wind takes them. Knickerknacks, archaeologists and crafters. Ooh, hell yeah, that's me. Argyle stuffs, gatherers and merchants. Thin gavers. They have many much thing, somewhat organized or not, depending on the goblin. They are rare to part with unless they think that someone else would really like the thing. Collector goblins are great gift givers and love to receive gifts. Swap does is very fun for them. A thin giver will often have piles and piles of shinies and other things and stuff that they can swim through, like Scrooge McDuck in his vault.
Adorable.
Grimgar. Originally, Grim Gardens is like an archaeological botany / mycology focused group that provides all things plants and mushrooms. They also dip into medicines and such.
Aww.
The Rickshaw Union, an experience if you survive to remember it. Stitch quick so they can heal you and darn your socks.
Aww.
The do-nothings, the ones who relax in whatever form they may take. Yes, it can be that they just go and nap all day, or it could be like yoga, meditation, art, etc. General leisure activities, because doing nothing isn't bad. It's resting and enjoying yourself. A do-nothing will like do yoga and media ration and all sorts, but also won't lead or arrange, or most often won't officially attend a class or session. They just might show up and see a bunch of people doing yoga and go, oh, that sounds nice, or take a nap leaned against a tree in the park. Do-nothings were also very instrumental in establishing the trend that taking a day to do nothing and reset yourself is a positive thing. Do-nothings aren't even an organized faction. They are still recognized by everyone else. Kaboom! A faction of alchemists who like to blow things up. The name is in all caps. I love it very much.
Amazing.
Also, here's 3 more factions. The Gobbins, Gobbin Delivery Union, whether you wanted a delivery or not. Heartfuls, artists and painters. Heartfuls are full of wonderful, pretty things that they need to express. And the Wreckers, charged with the sacred duty of prepping any party space with piles of useful junk and wonderful detritus to play with and sort through. If any spaces are not covered by a properly filled exemption is too clean and organized, the Wreckers will sweep through and gobbin the place up.
John, I appreciate the addition here that John Blenny's unknowingly the leader of the Gobbin faction because somebody gave them fire. The best part of that is that he is unknowingly the leader of the Kaboom faction. Like, is it a cult? Is it a faction? Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Also, Matt says he is uploading the last clip edit of the season to the drive.
Oh my god! I can't. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, we have to end out on that one. We have to end out on this Gobbin clip edit. I am way too excited for this. Ooh, posted the clip edit. I'm watching it. Okay. Oh wait, Gilly, I played some Stardew when I got the red cabbage seed on spring 18th. You fucker. That's so mean.
I can't believe you.
I can't believe you.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. All right. Stabs! It's the stab! We do the stabbing! Stabs!
We'll have to download it to watch it.
That's okay. Stabs, stab, 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 stab. Stab!
I'm so excited for this.
Gotta turn off the background music. Shh. Shh. Cozy winter vibes.
Have your escape on lock.
Oh wait, in order to hear it, we have to. It comes out of there.
Oh, out of these?
Yeah. Just put our ears to it.
All right.
Ready, everybody?
Have your escape on lock. Like, make sure that you know exactly where you can disappear to with your tiny little stubby goblin legs. Stabbies are fun, but stabbies are not fun when you are on the receiving end of the stabbies. So I think really what the Ten of Swords has to say is try and make sure that you are not on the receiving end of the stabbies, and if you are on the receiving end of the stabbies,
It's like, what is she doing? Is she going to the bathroom? I saw you just standing behind me, and I was like, what is she doing back there? And then... the smash cut to the stab again at the end.
Oh,
was
fuck,
incredible.
that's great. Okay, we gotta do it one more time. They couldn't hear it at the beginning.
Okay.
Okay.
have your escape on lock. Like, make sure that you know exactly where you can disappear to with your tiny little stubby goblin legs. Stabbies are fun, but stabbies are not fun when you are on the receiving end of the stabbies. So I think really what the Ten of Swords has to say is try and make sure that you're not on the receiving end of the stabbies, and if you are on the receiving end of the stabbies,
It's like, what is she doing? Is she going to the bathroom? I saw you just standing behind me, and I was like, what is she doing back there? And then... and then stab.
I love this so much, Matt.
Matt,
It's so good.
this is amazing. The totally just, like, deadpan expression on your face, too. Like, this is the end for you.
I played it so cool, guys. No one knew what was coming.
I like watching the clip edit back. I can see the moment that the idea like formed in your brain, and you're like, finish this line. Boop.
Goodbye. Yeah, the delayed scream is great. It took you a minute to process what was happening.
Like, ah! I'm being stabbed.
I'm being stabbed.
Ah!
Oh no. Oh, well, thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Thank you. I'm a small. Okay. I did go for the throat. I did indeed. Gabri is nothing if not brutal. Brutally efficient and brutal. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today. I had such a good time. It's just so much fun, and I cannot wait for more of these types of streams to be donation goal redeems, because we were doing this because we hit 900 followers here on Twitch. It also just so happened that I also hit 900 followers on Twitter as well. So keeping the tradition of me and my Twitter and Twitch being pretty much exactly the same follower count is buck wild to me. But thank you to everyone who got me to 900 here. I truly appreciated it. I truly appreciate it, and I'm very, very excited to get to 1K in both places. But when we get to 1K, I will say this now, when we get to 1K, we are going to be doing another Marketplace Mayhem one-shot thing. part 2. I don't know. So, tell your friends, tell your lovers, tell your parents to follow me here on Twitch so we can get that one, Marketplace Mayhem, part 2. So if you would like that, that is a thing. But, other than that, we're gonna be definitely, doing more of these Gobbin type streams, on this channel, as donation goal redeems, where we play, probably play, co-op games together.
It's gonna be unhinged. I already go goblin mode anytime I play co-op games with people, and so being given permission to go full goblin to play co-op games is going to be very fun.
Yeah, so these are just things to look forward to in the future. There's no set timeline or anything, but we truly love this, everything that the Brigade is. We love goblins, we love Marketplace Mayhem, we love the Phoenix, we love collabing. This community is everything, and I want to double down so bad on things like right now, but I can't because I'm gonna get married. So when I come back, there's gonna be a lot of doubling down. But in that interim, I'll be gone for probably about either a month or a little less than a month.
3-4 weeks.
3-4 weeks, depending on how much rest I need after the wedding and timing and stuff. But I'll be back mid-September. Keep an eye out on the Discord for when things will be happening. Other cool stuff that's going on. I will definitely be next week sending out everybody's little stickers that you guys got for the giveaways. Congratulations, all the giveaway winners. Alistair77, Justy, Craft. Oh, fuck. I thought I could do it off the top of my head, and I can't. Alistair77, Amethyst Cat Lady, Craft Focus, Gesture for Coffee, and Gilly Tweed. You guys will be getting your stickers in the mail very, very soon. And I'm very, very excited about it. I'll be doing this. And yes, of course. Thank you very much for reminding me, Amity. There's also going to be movie night on Saturday. The last time I checked, Princess Bride was in the front. So, I think we're going to be watching some Princess Bride on Saturday at 9 p.m. So usually what I do is I stream and then I do that, but there's not going to be a stream this Saturday, so join me in the Discord at 9 p.m. CST to watch some Princess Bride with me and the community. It's perfect. Marriage. It's all about marriage. It's perfect. It's perfect.
It is fitting that the movie that has the quote that I just hit earlier is actually the one that we were going to watch on the movie night before your wedding.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, things will be a little fucky-wucky in terms of regular schedules, but I'll be back in mid-September. Hi, Ash.
Oh, Lord, she climbing.
Oh, Lord, she climbing. Oh, wait, camera. There we go, there. She's up there.
Anybody want a peanut?
What you doing up there, Ash?
She's exploring.
All right. Have a good time, girly. Fucky and Wookie? Fucky and Wookie.
Just for all of you.
But I'll hopefully still do community days and things like that, but that won't happen probably until after my wedding, because I'm gonna it's now truly crunch mode. And I have a bachelorette party to plan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the next thing that I have to figure out. Anyways, you guys don't want to hear about that and all of the planning I have to do. But truly, thank you very much. I wish I had more concrete announcements to give you guys about things other than look forward to this in the future, but I promise things are going to be really cool. And when I come back, we're also going to be gearing up to do our streamiversary. So, yeah.
That means I gotta plan mine, too.
Yes, you do.
We gotta figure some stuff out.
We have to figure some stuff out. This year is a lot, guys, and I truly thank you for coming with me on this journey and being here with me and doing a bunch of stuff. And I don't know. I have so many thank yous. And this year has been so much in a lot of different ways. And a lot of different, good and bad ways. And the fact that you guys are still here and supporting me and having fun with me and creating goblin worlds with me and doing fun things and being invested in the stories that I tell means so much to me. Thank you so much for 900. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Thank you, John, for coming here and doing this with me.
Thank you for having me.
And I will see you guys all in mid-September. I love you all very much. Mwah! Bye, everybody.